And hello, everybody, to the third episode of the Global Gang Podcast. I am your host for this week, Taiser Daisetsu, joined by two lovely, amazing people in Alec Hunter, 1982, and Trevor is on guard. Guys, say hello.
Hey, what's up? Alec Hunter here, guys. Happy Tuesday. Let's talk some global.
What's up, dudes? This is Trevor Isengard. Always glad to be here. Let's talk some global.
Let's talk some global indeed. And guys, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and obviously check us all out on our social media pages and, of course, our Twitches and YouTubes. I'm going to be putting them all out there right now for everybody. Unfortunately, right now we may see them come in later, but we have not been able to get JMO in today. But of course, still go over to our boy JMO. We love the dude, so no matter what, go give him some love. Go give him some love, guys.
Yeah, he's feeling a little under the weather.
Yeah, under the weather. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah. So just show him some love. Go to him on Twitter. Tweet at him, being like, "We love you, buddy," because we know we do. So, alrighty, guys. So today I'm gonna be hosting it. So as you can tell, I'm kind of green around the gills of hosting a podcast, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get on some stuffy stuffs. Cool. So to start us all off today, let me go and do my scene transition because I'm a freaking dummy. Right here, professional. First event, the Low Class Warrior Raditz Pride event, where you can get your first free-to-play Raditz, first and only free-to-play Raditz, and yeah, it's a pretty decent event. You can get some good stuff from here. What do you guys think?
Okay, I'll guess I'll go first. I love this Raditz. I think he is a fantastic unit. I mean, as far as free to play goes, he's not like mind-boggling, and he's like a plus 50%. It's really not mind. It's not crazy, but I do love him. I think he's really good, especially in World Tournament, which hopefully we'll get in that one pretty soon. But yeah, I like him.
Yeah, the unit itself is really well. As far as this event is concerned, it's really only of note because most of the time when this event shows up within the next couple of weeks, we'll have a World Tournament.
Very true. That's true indeed.
And also, it's a good place to farm those Cybermen missions if you haven't finished those.
Yes, exactly. Guys, you really want to go for Stage 3. As you can see on my screen right here. Stage 3, you're going to get some good training items. You're also going to get the most Cybermen you can. Highly recommend if you haven't done those missions yet. Definitely go and get that all taken care of. And then let's go ahead and take a look at this Raditz really quick, because honestly, in my opinion, a lot of people, I think, kind of sleep on him, and they shouldn't, because this unit is actually very good, especially if you don't have your Broly's. He's a very good replacement for that. So we got leader skill, low class warrior category key +4, HP attack and defense, or HP and defense +40%, attack +80%. Which is very, very decent for something like that.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. And then we got the... oh, shoot. Hold on. My audio was mixing so bad. We got the super attack, causes mass damage to all enemies and lowers defense. Which is, as you guys can see, a 20% for 3 turns. So that's going to be decent for World Tournament. And then... passive skill, attack +50%, a start a turn, key +6, and attack and defense +30% when facing 2 or more enemies. So, definitely a unit for World Tournament if you don't have the ones that are kind of staples at that point.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, he is the best Raditz in the game.
Yeah, the other Raditz, the Great Ape Raditz, is garbage. He's bad.
Yeah, it's fairly sad that unit's bad.
Yeah, but things to note that aren't just with his passive skill. He is obviously the low-class warrior lead, which we need some more love for that category. Me and Alec were talking about that earlier. But he's also in Conquest of Terror, which is cool. He can be paired with a new cooler coming out soon.
Mhm.
He also has Prepared for Battle and Shattering the Limit, 2 really common 4-key links, which is awesome. Nightmare as well. So that's 6 key you could totally pair up, which is awesome. So he can be really good for your Saiyans team, if if you're doing World Tournament, or just you want to have a Raditz on the team, if you like.
Trevor, these link skills just made me think of a new challenge for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, build a coward team.
Oh, Bill a Coward.
Ooh.
Okay, cool.
Who is on the
Forgot.
under the coward skill
Forgodmo.
set?
Let's go. Forgodmo. That's all I care about.
So if you just to kind of look at it, link skill coward, key +1, Spopovich and Yamu, Cell Juniors, Baby Janimba. Wait, why does Baby Janimba have the coward
Wait, hold on.
link skill?
Why are the Cell Juniors cowards?
Oh, because
they went to town on the Z Fighters. They
But
only
re-
got scared when Gohan showed up and started ripping them apart.
yeah, that's what
logical.
I was gonna say. There's that Baby, which is weird to me as well.
Yeah.
Mercenary Tao makes sense. It makes sense that he's a coward.
That's Cyborg Tao. Let's go. I have it.
Yeah. Then we got Frost, Bojack, which makes sense too. Bergamo, which I don't really think he's a coward. Like, doesn't make any sense that he got that.
I like this category.
I think like most link skills and most category names, there's something lost in translation because like time travelers is actually travelers in time and space when you directly translate it from Japan, which is why a character like Bojack is on there. He never traveled through time,
Yeah.
but he did travel through space.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need a link skill Dokkenfest Kui. That'd be great.
Oh, I'm gonna run the
Quee's
shield.
super
Let's
attack is
go.
what? Yell at Vegeta and get killed?
Yeah, basically. That's impossible. You know. But yeah, so definitely besides us kind of getting on this tangent right here, honestly, the Raditz is very good for World Tournament, so if you haven't farmed him out yet, is it out right now? I don't think.
World Tournament? Or,
No, not World
World
Tournament.
Tournament's not. These two events are out right now, yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
The first two events we're talking about.
Yeah. Alright. Then yeah, it's definitely worth the farm right now, guys, if you haven't done it already. Especially if you don't have Super Broly, Super Saiyan Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, any Broly. Definitely worth.
Yeah.
So, alright. So, next thing is we got here, guys, is the Fidel's Flying Technique tutorial, which is based on when Gohan was teaching Fidel how to fly. And obviously you could get an int Videl from there, and yeah, basically you can use her for farmable super attack on any other Fidel out there. What's your guys' take on this one?
The drop rate of the unit is kind of trash. No increased drop. So it is you can use her to raise every Videl in the game, but it's kind of a crappy grind to get all those units.
Yeah, I agree.
That is true. It's a very hard grind to do. Thankfully, I got it all done personally. But some of these missions are really good. You know, you get 4 Videls right off of that. For clearing the stages, you get Videls from there for leveling the super attack. You also get a Kai, some Dragon Stones, some
Platinum Zinni.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Then obviously training items, which I desperately need. So if you guys haven't cleared all the missions yet, highly recommend you do. And get those Videls up. So
Yeah. Plus this Videl, I guess a good segue into talking about the unit. She's actually not bad.
no, she's definitely not. So we'll go in. We got the unawakened version right here. Majin Saga category key +2, HP attack and defense +30%. Super attack causes supreme damage to enemy and raises attack for 3 turns, which is a 50% boost for that. Attack +80%, attack -7% with each turn passed, up to 49%. High chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks, each of which has a chance of becoming a super attack. So that's a 10% chance of becoming a super attack. And then we go to this awakened version right here. And we got Majin Saga category key +3, HP attack and defense +50%. Causes supreme damage to enemy and raises attack for 6 turns. which is a 50% boost instead. Attack plus 100% with the passive skill. Attack minus 7% with each turn pass. So now you're going from 49 to 35, so that's only 5 turns. High chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks, each of which have a chance of becoming a super attack, which is a 10% still? Yeah, it's still 10%.
Yeah. So she has no defense, but it's okay. She can get some defense from Cold Judgment, which will help. I think that's her only defense link. Well, I mean, Supreme Power. We're not going to count that. 1,000 defense doesn't count, but Cold Judgment is good. It's a good defense link. Which a lot of units that were in that category will have. Like
It's
Supreme Kai and stuff.
It sucks because the more I'm looking at this character, the more like it's like a good first turn card, but that's about it.
Yeah, she gets progressively worse as the fight goes.
Yeah, you're losing about 7% attack each turn for 5 turns, and then you have if she links with infighters, she gains 10%. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm dumb.
That's enemy's defense, yeah. But, with the additional super attacks, she could stack her attack pretty good.
That is
for
true.
6 turns, 50% each super.
Yeah.
It can get pretty crazy.
Yeah, but she also loses attack every turn that she's on the board. So
Well, yeah. So if you get
counterbalancing, it won't be as amazing as you think by the math. I don't think.
Well, yeah, no. It'll be better than nothing.
Right. No, that's true. That's true. I mean, and then the other thing to note is that this unit is called Gohan Teen and Videl, and the other one is just called Videl. So technically, you could farm up 2 copies, you know, up to SA10, Rainbow, and blah 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 blah. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to have that Videl for whatever reason, you could do it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you have to kind of weigh the pros and cons of. If you don't have any other Fidel cards and you're just starting, it's not a bad idea to get, probably not Rainbow both, but have both on ready because they're their best linking partners. But at the same time, is it worth it for somebody who is a veteran player of the game?
Probably not.
As a veteran player of the game, I can tell you I didn't farm up a second one.
Samesies.
Right. So, I mean, like I said, there's probably, you know, some benefit to it, but I don't see the value in doing it. If you really want a solid infidel, there's the waifu one.
That's true. Waifu Videl is there.
Waifu Videl, best Videl.
Waifu. It's great to think about, but that's the truth. Waifu Videl is best waifu material right there. I'm just saying, guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely farm up.
Twisting the words just a little bit. I said she's the best waifu unit for Videls.
I think you're wrong. No. But yeah, guys, definitely worth it to get this unit. If you haven't gotten the full one yet, and then farm up the essays of that. So.
Yeah, for sure.
So. Alright, so now we got this upcoming event. This is gonna be these are gonna be for like February 17th. Coming. So this one is the final countdown or final showdown, sorry, with Frieza. Cataclysmic Clash. Trying to twist my words. And then you get a Frieza second form unit, which is an AoE attacker, which we'll go into his stats here in a bit. He is also an EZA unit, so definitely worth the farm. You get some decent stuff from this. Not like amazing stuff, but you can farm up, like, if you're me, if you're low on these physical swords, definitely worth at least farming this up a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, you're mainly going to just go for the free-to-play unit. Yeah, what's your guys' take on this?
I mean, mostly included for sake of completion of what current events are going on, but I do really like it whenever we have free-to-play units with farmable orbs.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, this one's not one that we can, like, farm up 2 copies of, because, like, that's when I think it's really worth it, is when you have units with farmable orbs that have different names when they awaken. So, like, the Gohan, or the Goku, the Tech Goku that becomes Goku Gohan.
Yeah.
You could farm up a second copy of him. He has his own orbs. I mean, it's kind of worth it at that point, you know, to bolster that free-to-play ranking.
Yeah. I don't really have much to say about the event. Just free stones. The unit's really the show point here.
This is like the third time this event's come back since it came out.
Yeah, this is the third time.
I was saying it just came out in October, so this one comes back quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does. I will tell you this: when it first came out, I was extremely happy because I could almost run a completely like AOE transformation boost team for world tournaments. I don't recommend it.
Oh yeah.
But you know. But here you go, guys. Here is the card itself. We're gonna talk about UR or how it is as a TUR, and then we're gonna talk about the EZA. Physical type, key +2, HP attack defense plus 30%, causes mass damage to all enemies. And passive skill is attack and defense plus 50%, key +4, plus an additional attack and defense plus 30% when facing 2 or more enemies. So again, it's a very, you know, world tournament-esque type of card.
Yeah.
And then it does have an active skill, so we got causes supreme damage to enemy and greatly lowers attack and defense, can be activated when facing 3 or more enemies starting from the 3rd turn at the start of battle. So that's the only thing that sucks in my opinion about this, is that you can't use this active skill in World Tournament because the matches only last for 2 turns. So
Yep. Yeah, it's a weird active skill. I mean, I love the animation. He stabs his horn into him. It's so cool. But it's just that's never. It's like he's an AOE, so you're fighting multiple enemies, but his active skill is only for 1 person.
yeah.
Like that seems weird to me. I'm like, his whole thing is fighting multiple enemies, and he only hits. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But I do love the animation. I love all his animations. I think his animations are really.
Well, yeah, he was made in 2019, so I mean, all, like animations in the last, I don't know, I can't speak for the beginning of 2019 because I wasn't playing then, but since I came back in July, man, I've been nothing but impressed with the animations in this game.
Yeah, man, they're crazy good.
Very, very true. The animations have been amazing. So, and then, like I said, guys, once you, like Alex said at this point, you can actually use the orbs from this event to rainbow this boy, so there is no reason not to rainbow this unit.
Yeah.
And he gets an Extreme Z Awakening, which turns into a category leader. Transformation boost category key +3 and HP attack and defense plus a 77%. And then physical type key +3 and HP attack and defense plus 50%. So already we see a massive improvement right there. Then he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, which is a 50% modifier, and causes mass damage to all enemies. So all you're doing is adding the greatly raises attack for 1 turn. Passive skill attack and defense plus 60% plus key +6 plus an additional HP attack plus 40% when facing 2 or more enemies, plus an additional attack plus 60% when the target enemy is in defense down status. So basically he actually does start hitting like a truck to all enemies.
Yeah, his attack is pretty insane. Because defense down status is such a common super attack skill.
A lot of units have it in their passive too.
Yeah, a lot of people, especially on his category, Transformation Boost, I can name 20 on top of my head that have a defense down. It's super common, super easy. Even other Frieza units that would be his good linking partner would have defense down. But yeah, he's good. He's really good. Plus his EZA is really, really easy. It's really easy.
Oh yeah, it's way too easy.
Like the category is Namekians, I think.
Yeah.
But I beat him with a super strength team. Easy money, dude. Easy money.
Yeah, in all honesty, you're gonna be using a mono STR team to beat this, because let's be honest, sadly, there's not a lot of really good Namekian cards, let alone good STR. I think there's only like maybe 2 with the Piccolo from
Piccolo
Cooler
Jr.
Movie.
and Demon King Piccolo. And the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's your take?
Which I mean
on
are
that
fine
one?
cards, but yeah, it was good. It was I'm just saying this one is so easy that I'm only 60 or 70 on this EZA.
Yeah.
With just a straight up super strength team, no Namekians at all. It's fine. So I'm just saying, if I can do it, anybody can do it. But yeah, he's really good. I use him on a lot of teams.
And I think just one more quick note, going back to the stage really quick. you can farm this unit and you can farm his orbs to sell to Baba.
That is true.
Oh yeah,
mean,
you can do
it's-
that.
I mean, if you're hurting on Baba points, it's a decent Baba point farm. I think the unit is gonna net you better than farming up the orbs, but like if you have leftovers, just Baba those.
Yeah. Well, honestly, the free-to-play units that you farm, even though they are SSR, don't. It's like 1,000, if that.
Yeah, I mean, but 1,000 is still. I mean, if you need
That's
Baba
true.
points,
Yeah, that's true. Why not?
The only thing
Yeah,
that sucks is that there's no increased drop.
Yeah,
So
that is unfortunate. But you still get almost like 2 a run, probably, from what I
Yeah.
remember. I mean, it's been a second.
so
I did all that in his EZA in 1 day easy, so no big deal.
so
And he's got basic. We didn't talk about links, but he does have basic Frieza links. You know, Universe's most malevolent, Star Clan of Space, Fear and Faith, which he pairs really well with Transformation Frieza. Is the only Frieza that has, but still really good. And not a lot of
LR
Friezas
Prime
have
Battle
buffs.
Frieza has Fear and Faith, doesn't he?
Oh, does he? Oh yeah, well yeah. LR Prime Battle Frieza, the best Frieza links, link-wise. Like he's got the best links. Oh man, he's so good. I just don't have him, but you know, if you've grinded him,
yeah, I still gotta finish that grind myself. So
I've just been lazy.
and then right after that, we also got another fantastic EZA unit through Fierce Battle for Planet Namek. This has been out for so long, and if you have not gotten this unit yet to Rainbow EZA, you're absolutely missing out on one of the best free-to-play units when it comes to Prime Battles. But let's go ahead and take a look at this overall. We got some decent drops in this one. Mainly, you're going to see a lot of the orbs, which is, again, good for, you know, Baba points. There is no increased drop rate on this, guys, so fair warning. It's, you know, it's basically the same as any other, like, EZA free-to-play unit for these specific ones where they have their own specific orbs. So,
Yeah, but it's not bad. Him and Piccolo are about the same,
Mhm.
drop rate wise. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, again, included for sake of completion here because this event is so old, but I mean, I guess you could farm Stage 3. Stage 3's got some good support and training if you need those. But other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot that's really fantastic about this event other than the unit itself.
yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
The only...
It's solid.
I was gonna say for stage 3, the only thing that sucks is you only get a 0 to 1. So that means you're
Yeah.
getting either
There's
you're
definitely
getting
better
one
farms.
of these. So
Yeah.
Absolutely. Better farms out there.
oh yeah. And then let's go ahead and talk about Bomb AF Gohan. I love this Gohan. I don't care what anybody says. It's like one of
No,
my
it's good.
favorite free to play cards. We'll go over TUR right here. STR type key +2, HP attack and defense plus 30%. Super attack causes supreme damage to enemy, not too amazing. Passive skill attack and defense plus 12% per key spear obtained. Attack plus 5% and key +1 in addition per rainbow key spear obtained. So, not a bad one before the EZA, but I definitely will say the EZA makes them a lot better.
Definitely.
And then go to the EZA right here. Planet Namek Saga, category key +3 and HP attack and defense plus 77%. So it becomes a category leader just like the second form Frieza. SDR type key +2, HP attack and defense plus 30%. We got a super attack, causes supreme damage to enemy and raises allies' attack by 20% for 1 turn. We got a passive skill of attack and defense plus 13% per key spear obtained. Attack plus 7% and key +2 in addition per rainbow key spear obtained. This guy's honestly, in my opinion, just a beast.
He's really, really good. He is really, really good when he's paired with the free-to-play Piccolo, also has an EZA. They are perfect linking partners with Gaze of Respect, Innocent, Shadow Limits, Evil Fighters. They have basically everything. And then Piccolo changes orbs to Rainbow for Gohan. And then Gohan just gets insane. It gets crazy with Piccolo. Like, it's amazing. It's crazy. It's crazy good.
Yeah, I love synergistic units like that, and the fact that they're
Yeah.
both free to play is super helpful.
Oh, yeah. And with making him a Planet Namek Saga lead, I mean, he can have him, Piccolo, and Frieza all on the same team and the same leader skill.
Yep, and you can run the Ginyu Force under him if you want to.
That was
Yeah,
what
I don't know.
It's
exactly
not
what
the
else I used,
greatest, but
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were running before, because back when the
farms, yep.
yeah, back when this unit first came out, guys, it was when at the same time the Ginyu Force units came out, and these would be your go-to prime battle, like this would be your go-to prime battle team. But he's still very useful, especially like now that Hybrid Saiyans has its own like leader. You know, he still does a massive amounts of damage. Like for a free-to-play unit, these stats are so good.
He's good.
Also, I think we need to give an honorable mention to base card art, because I mean,
Oh yeah, when he's a little, he's all
come on,
in school.
Look at this.
bowl cut Gohan. Like
Yeah.
seriously, when on my old account, I haven't done it yet. I might do it today, actually, after the stream. Just farm up one more copy of him. Not even like that, just one copy of the card, just to have the art, because I think it's cute.
Yeah,
It is.
He's a cute little kid.
It is an adorable Gohan right there. He can fight too, you know.
He can
So,
fight too.
That's his thing. Is like his quote is
Yeah.
"I can fight too," you know. And then
Yeah.
just does Masenko. But yeah, definitely worth the farm, guys. That's for sure. And then also on the 17th, we're getting the Battle of the Gods event one more time, where you can farm up the SR Goku that is decent when he goes into Super Saiyan. He's not the best card, but you also can get these other units farmed up completely, like the physical Super Saiyan God Goku, the Int Whis, the Tech Whis, and the Int Super Saiyan God Goku. You could also use these medals to help out with your LR Beerus, I believe. Or am I mistaking that? I could be mistaking that, to be honest.
Yes, LR Beerus needs these
Okay.
to go
Yeah, he
from
needs
to
that
go from
for-
TUR to LR.
So,
If you click where it says medal sum up down towards the bottom, you can actually see how many characters awaken from this event.
oh, okay.
And this is a pretty good amount of characters to awaken from one event. And if you scroll down, there's that total amount for all characters. You'll see, like, since you can farm that Goku and you can awaken that Goku to Super Saiyan Goku, they list the medals as infinite because there's basically an infinite number of Super Saiyan Gokus you can raise their SA off of. There are better SA farms for Super Saiyan Goku,
Yeah.
but like I love the medal sum up portion of the wiki, because if you're wondering, like, okay, absolutely the most medals I need to farm outside of an event like this where you can awaken a Goku, they're going to give you an absolute total of medals to farm. So you can farm all of those medals up now, even if you don't have the characters, and you know that when you get these characters who are in every single banner,
Yep.
that, you know, you don't have to worry about
Well,
this event coming back, because you'll already have all the medals you need.
I
Very
think we
true.
do need to say that on that same thing, for the medals, is that the new LR Super Saiyan God Goku on JP, which is coming after Cooler, right? We're gonna talk about it later.
Yeah.
He needs these medals to awaken, so
Yep,
you might free on that.
yeah, he needs. It looks like 3 of each of the medals that drop it. Well, except for Whis and Beerus.
Mhm.
So
Well-
it makes sense. Yeah, he needs the ones that are involved in the ritual.
Yep.
So
So yeah, guys, it's a good way to start farming up medals for if you want to get that new LR God Goku. So. And
I mean, and honestly, some of these units like the SR Whis, who awakens with this, actually is not that bad when you awaken him up to a UR.
yeah,
He's got a full heal. He's good, dude. He's a pretty good.
yeah, the physical Whis, Int Whis, Tech Whis, they're all decent units, but that physical
Yeah.
one's great. I mean, even though you have to awaken him 5 times to rainbow him.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Intellect Whis is a solid support unit for Realm of Gods as well.
Exactly.
Very true, very true. And then, of course,
I like
guys, we got the 16th Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash, which I'm actually very, very excited for. Obviously, we know Dokkan Clash is the best way to get certain items. Like, obviously, you know, you can get your mission rewards. Every week you get extra of the Battlefield memory. But this one's a little bit more special, which this one is the introduction for the LR Mecha Frieza and King Cold units.
Hype.
So, having that unit already, if you guys had not saved up any battlefield memory, definitely worth it. I think it's like, what, 225,000 battlefield memory?
300,000.
Oh, 300. Oh, I'm thinking of Maju.
Yep, they keep raising it. Every time they bring out a new, they raise the cost, but yet they never raise the rewards. So you're always going to be on the hand.
Exactly. But I also think at the same time, like, they do enough, like, virtual Dokkan Clash in between to where you could at least catch up. So.
Well, I mean, you only get 18,000 extra ones outside of the first time it comes out, because there's really only 3 or 4 weeks between. So the first week you can get all the rewards that are at the bottom here, but then for the next 3 weeks you can only get a total of 18,000 battlefield memories. You've got Krillin and 18, who are both really solid units in there that cost 70,000 a piece. You've got a Goku and a Vegeta in there that are pretty decent as well. They cost quite a few a piece. But then all of your LRs are 120, 200, 300,000. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous that, you know, they've got these set up that high, and most people, it's going to take a year to get like enough to like Rainbow Oob per se.
Well, yeah, I mean, but which we talked about before, and I think that you said it maybe the first podcast is this is a long grind game. It's one of those games. You're playing for the long haul, right? So like me, the second I was able to do Ultimate Clash, I got Metal Cooler like the first time. Chill, super chill. My first run into like Cooler, cool. I have the one copy. Like I don't have them rainbowed, but you know it's a goal to strive for to get them rainbowed eventually. But at least I have it, you know. And then every one after that, I couldn't get another. I couldn't get Maju or whatever. It costs a lot, but everybody else I could get with one run. You can get whoever you want with one time. That thing's pretty okay.
Right, but the thing is that they're trending away from that now. Now it's going to take you like 2 runs to get Oob, 3 runs to get Mecha Frieza. You know, then who knows what they're going to put out next. You know, that might take 4 runs. I mean, if you're talking about, that's 4 months for one unit.
That's true. One
copy of one unit. There's a difference between the long grind and the dumb grind.
The dumb grind.
Well, let's also put this in perspective as well. Like, so I have the Mecha Frieza King Cold pulled up, and the release date was July 1st of 2019. So it's almost been a full year that this thing has been out. With that in mind, we have a Dokkan Clash every month. So taken for example, you get about, what is it, about 200k just about every time you do this for the month. So from its release till now, you're thinking 200k, you got July, August, September, October, November, December, January, and February. That's 7 months at 200k each. That's 140,000 battlefield memory. If you take that and divide it by 300k,
one short, you'd have spent this whole time farming, not being able to get that 5th unit, and besides, there's not even 5 copies of the unit available on Yeti.
Oh, is there really? How many do you get? Only 4?
I don't know if it's 3 or 4, but I know that they haven't even released enough unit yet.
Not yet. So that also brings me to my next point on that, is that they haven't made a new Dokkan Clash unit yet. If they haven't even released all the copies of it yet, we know that this is going to be a long-standing unit, and we have more than enough time to catch up. Or at least from what I think.
Right, which is perfectly fine for those of us who are currently in the game or been playing Battlefield since it first came out. But what about my little brother that starts tomorrow?
Yeah, true.
You know, I mean, there's a perception from us, because we've been doing it for a while, that some things are a little more acceptable than others. But when you're talking about getting and retaining new players, some things have to be made a little more attainable. Because if everybody who starts tomorrow feels they're 3 years behind everybody else, what's really going to make them want to continue to play?
Well, I see your point, and I totally agree. But at the same time, that's how I started. I mean, that's kind of how you started too. I guess you're kind of the veteran, but slashed with a new account. It's kind of weird. But like for me, I started not even a year ago, right? And the game's already been out for 4 years. Like I started at the end of 4-year anniversary. So the game's already been out 4 years, right? And so I went in with like everybody already had shit, but that didn't really affect me any. You know, it's my game, it's my journey, right? So it'll take me however long it takes me to get it.
And you bring up a fantastic point, actually. I'm talking about a completely different perspective than what most players had. I had an account for 3.5 years. I sunk thousands of dollars into that account. It was stolen. I quit the game for 6 months. So I came back already knowing what top tier game, what top tier portion of this game was. So maybe it's just me being impatient, wanting to get back to where I was.
Yeah, maybe.
I can see this, like, for a veteran like myself who's been playing, like, for the 2 and 3 years that I have, it's very challenging for me too, and for me when it came to, the counter argument, I know how it feels because I was the one person that was like, I don't need to do Dokkan Battlefield, it's always gonna be there. But like now that it releases more, I wish I would have did it earlier, just because of the fact that I could have had all these units by now. And now I'm playing a massive game of catch up because I don't have the Majin Vegeta, I don't have the Goku, I don't have the 18, I don't have the Krillin, I don't have all of my Captain Ginyus, I don't have, or not all of my Goku Captain Ginyu, sorry. I don't have any Oob at all. And now King Cold Mecha Frieza's coming out, which is the unit to go for. Like, that unit is like what everybody says to go
He's
for.
good.
Right. The hill of points that you have to climb keeps getting exponentially higher, but you never make any significant progress because the rewards don't scale in proportion to the increased amount of cost.
Yeah.
So it's going to be one of those things where you're always going to be behind, and that's what I feel is a bad design in gacha gaming.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree. I see that.
But I mean, that's literally the worst thing I can say about Battlefield, is that we just need more rewards. And if that is the worst thing that I can say about Battlefield, then it's not that bad.
That's not bad. I will say, just real quick, as I guess the newest player here, I recommend for new players. Like, I know you're thinking, oh, but I can't beat Ultimate Clash. Like, I can't beat it. I don't have enough units. I'm not pay to play. Right? I don't have enough units. I am in that same boat almost. I can barely beat it, and it takes me 3 or 4 times to get the right synergy. Like, I gotta get lucky to beat it. For real. Like, one time. So, I feel you. But I would say just get as far as you can, dude. Just because the first stage, easy as shit. Like, easy. Easy money, dude.
You can take the Ginyu Force, which is a fully farmable team. You can take the Ginyu Force in there, and you can clear that first event. And if you can't beat any other event, just beat that first fight 3 separate times. Get your weekly rewards.
Yeah, just farm it just as much as you can. You're like, oh, Trevor, I just started the game. I have my 200 stones. I summoned on Gohan's banner. I ain't got shit, right? Well, use those units, dude, and farm the free-to-play that we just talked about a second ago. Farm all that stuff. And that'll be enough to beat the first stage, maybe even the second. Maybe even. You never know. Luck could be on your side. And you can farm and you can get King Cold in a few months. Who knows if you farm it enough like that. Or you can get the Krillin or the 18. Or fuck all those units and pull a Trevor and make super bad decisions. And you could just farm the Goku and Vegeta for when that banner comes out, and you can farm their super attack that way.
Wow. That's all I got. Wow.
Terrible. But yeah. No, but like, honestly, guys, I will say this: the Mecha Vegeta Mecha Frieza.
Let's go.
That's some Dragon Ball Heroes stuff right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mecha Frieza and King Cold are definitely worth the grind. I got them pulled up right here. I know this wasn't part of the show notes, but just to kind of go over it a little bit. Wicked Bloodline category, key +3, HP attack and defense +100%. Causes colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack on its 12 to 17 key super, which is a 20% lowering of attack for 3 turns. And then for the 18 key plus, causes mega colossal damage to enemy and raises extreme class allies attack by 30% for 2 turns, which already this card is pretty good. Then its passive skill is attack and defense was 66%, and additional attack was 20% per Wicked Bloodlines category ally on the team, up to 60%. P+9 when there is a Super Saiyan's category enemy, which is 90% of the game.
I see you're fluent in hyperbole as well.
Yes.
No, yeah, there is a significant number in the game. I don't think it's quite 90%, but yeah, there's a significant number.
It feels like it.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you think about it, you're gonna get that on. If you take this unit into Legendary Goku, which I don't know how well it would perform there, but you'll get it from phase, what, 2, 3, and 4 at the very least. Because I don't know if God has Super Saiyan technically, but
The units do.
yeah. So I mean, if they are technically on the Super Saiyan's category, which they might be, then you'd have it for those other phases as well. But for sure, you get it for those second, third, and fourth phases in that fight.
So
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. Just go through the Dokkan events, man. All the things that have Super Saiyan in them. You know, go on. I mean, I'm not gonna go through it, but on point. Like, there's Gohan, there's Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. There's so many Dokkan events that have Super Saiyan.
Well, let's see here. I'll click on the Super Saiyan link here, and we'll see.
There's a ton.
Yeah, actually, if you click where it says Super Saiyans, yeah, there are no God units. So it's only yellow-haired Super Saiyans. I believe it's only Super Saiyan 1s.
that's
But
racist.
But still, look at the
Well, that's
number
the
of
super-
units that you could face as enemies in this game.
Oh, I see. So they include Super Saiyan Trunks Blue, but they don't
Because
include.
Because he transforms into Super Saiyan.
I know. It was
Like, if
a-
you scroll up,
was a
Namek
bad joke.
Goku's on there too, because he transforms to Super Saiyan.
yeah.
And
So
Intellect
is
Gohan, too.
yeah, Intellect Gohan's on there. I just want to be funny, okay? Go on. Can I just be funny? They included Super Saiyan Blue,
I'm
Super
sorry. I'm just so
Saiyan
used
Trunks,
to people really bringing up arguments like that.
which is
Like,
weird.
that's true.
Like,
This is
why,
Dokkan.
why is this character on here? Why is this character on here? When it's easily explainable why they're on there.
Yeah.
Some of them not so much, but these ones in particular, it's very easy to explain why they're on this category.
Yeah. So, but yeah, guys. So definitely worth at least farming the battle memory for the King Cold Frieza unit. And
Yeah.
you see that there's okay, so it's not 90%. I'll go down to about 70. 70%.
Alright, 7. Respectable.
So, alright, so with that in mind, guys, we're going to talk about events that will be coming in the future. Which, of course, you know, we already know that the Gohan banner ends on the 21st of this month. So that leads to a lot of speculation of what is going to happen after Gohan is done. We already know that, as you can see on my screen, we already know that Cooler's coming. We already know that this unit's coming, and I'm so excited. You can't see me right now, but I'm like, I'm happy that this unit's going to be coming sooner rather than later.
Oh
So-
yeah, definitely, me too.
So, I think you're going to see this banner, this Cooler banner, before the end of February. Because it's already been shown in the data download that we're getting the Strength Beerus Z Awakening, like next week or something like that. I don't know if it told us exactly what time it's coming in, but as you can see on Japan, Strength Beerus's EZA came in with Omega Shenron's EZA, which was part of the Cooler stuff. Lately, what they've been doing is they've been making sure that stuff like this sticks together. They don't separate the EZAs that they do from the campaign that they're a part of. So I'm gonna say with 95% of surety that we will have Cooler's banner before the end of February.
I highly agree with that, to be honest, because usually they go by the aspect of you'll go Dokkanfest Legendary, or something in between. I think this is going to be Dokkanfest to Dokkanfest, due to the fact that, you know, we've already gotten a bunch of the stuff that we didn't think we were going to get, like, right off the bat. I think in between Cooler and Gohan was the Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I think. Yeah. So, because we've already gotten that, there's really nowhere else to go.
Well, we'll get an LR after Cooler. We'll get the Intellect Goku, Super
Yeah.
Saiyan God Goku.
Yeah, right
So
after that is
we'll,
this.
We'll still follow the Dokkanfest to LR pattern.
And not only that, but with that, after Cooler, we're gonna be getting the, or during or wherever, we are gonna be getting physical Piccolo EZA, which is gonna be awesome.
That comes with that new Extreme Z area.
Mm-hmm. But my main thing is that we're gonna be going from into Gohan as a Dokkanfest to Cooler as a Dokkanfest. And then afterwards, we're gonna go back on trend to what we used to do.
Right. Because we didn't have.
So, do you guys think there's gonna be any changes to this banner? We've been seeing changes in the banners pretty consistently from JP to Global. Do you think they're gonna change this one?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
I mean, there's this. I mean, it's hard to say, but I can almost guarantee you that Namek Goku's not gonna be on this banner.
I agree. That was my first thought. Who do you think are gonna fit instead, though?
For me, I have a sneaking suspicion. Like I'm gonna be the guy that disagrees just to disagree with you guys. But no, I have a suspicion that they may not change this banner, and the only reason why I say that is because I don't think there's a unit that they can coincide with the Cooler that would make sense to this banner. I honestly feel that they'll keep Planet Namegoku this time around, so it's my hope that they keep it as well, because I need Planet Namegoku, but at the same time, if they do change it, it's going to be one of those things where I'm not going to be entirely surprised.
But didn't they just bring Namek Goku
with Piccolo?
They did, yeah. But that didn't stop them from having SSB Vegeta on like every other banner like a year and a half ago.
This is true. I will give you that.
Vegeta was on a lot of banners recently.
Yeah, Vegeta's on every banner.
The only reason I really think they're gonna change this banner is because every banner that started on JP that's come to Global since the Trunks and Zamasu banner, I believe, has been changed in some way.
Yeah.
Which they didn't used to do that. They used to like a long time ago they used to change every banner, and then they stopped changing banners altogether, and then all of a sudden they just started changing them again.
The only thing I want to be for sure on this banner is I want to keep Agile Cooler, and I want to keep Intellect Goku. I don't give a shit about anything else, but I need those two units so bad.
Keep Angel Golden Frieza on there for me, please. I still don't have him.
You still don't have him? Oh my gosh, I got him 90%,
okay,
dude.
Keep in mind, I just started my account back in July, but he's been featured
me too.
2, maybe 3 banners since I started my account.
Oh, I mean that's true.
And I went hardcore on that SS4 Vegeta banner. I rainbowed LR SS4 Vegeta.
Yeah.
Never got a copy of Golden Frieza.
Yep, that sounds like my life, man. That sounds like my life. I pulled the Cooler, this Frieza 3 times during my step-up banners. 3 times. It was crazy.
Hand me that curse, please.
yeah, it was wow, it was amazing.
See, for me, like this banner, if it stays the way that it is fantastic for me. Because I've only got 1 pull of the Kid Goku. I don't have the Planet Namek Goku. Obviously, don't have Cooler or Bowser, whatever the fuck his name is. But, you know...
Oh, yeah, Bowser.
Yeah, and then when it comes to the other 3 Dokkanfest units, like... They're all good in their own respective right. I don't have any of them rainbowed, so they're all going to be good for me. So this banner is fantastic.
Yeah, if the banner stays the same, I'd love it.
Yeah, the banner, I'm all about it. Banner wants to stay the same. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm at 55% on every unit on the banner except for Golden Frieza, Thouser, and Cooler, the new Cooler.
Mm-hmm.
So I could use dupes of all of them.
Yeah, I'm down with all of them. I just wanted to know if you guys think they're gonna change it. I still think they're gonna change it. So.
I do think they're gonna change it. I really don't think Planet Namek Goku's gonna be on there just because how recently he was on there. Mm-hmm. But
I want him to be on it, but
me too. I do not want this banner to change, but I think it's going to.
See, for me, like I have a sneaking suspicion they're not going to change it. I'm hoping they don't. But again, like I said before, if they do, I'm definitely not going to be surprised by that.
I mean, if they change it, I'm still going to summon, and I'm going to wail on it, because I want Cooler so bad.
Yeah, Cooler's good, so
like,
good.
I don't even care Cooler is so good.
Let me pull up our boy here.
I'm hoping that they're gonna do the tickets thing again, because I really don't want to put stones in this banner. But I'm willing to put up to 3 multis worth of stones on the banner. Even if they put up tickets and I buy all the tickets and don't get cooler, I'm still willing to go up to 3 multis after that.
Just to kind of get you guys hyped for it, if you guys don't know what this guy does, and if you do not, be prepared because he becomes one of the best units in the game. Conquest of Terror and Transformation boost category Q plus 3, HP plus 130%, and attack and defense plus 170%. So already, like in my opinion, that's the best combination you can go for. Like I'd rather have defense than HP.
Same.
Causes immense damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense, which is a 20% boost for 3 turns. Then attack and defense plus 100%. Transformation boost category allies key plus 2 and HP attack. Or, sorry, not HP and attack. Attack and defense plus 30% when facing only 1 enemy. Conquest of Terror category allies key plus 2 and attack and defense plus 50% when facing 2 or more enemies. Then his transformation comes. Can be activated when there is a Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans category enemy starting from the 3rd turn at the start of battle, or when facing only 1 enemy starting from the 6th turn at the start of the battle. So I kind of like this type of transformation more than, let's say, the Gohan transformation or the Cell transformation. Solely because of the fact that you're not restricted to only one way of transforming. Granted, 6 turns is kind of long, but at the same time, I'd rather take that than, you know, only having...
at least it's a straight up. Yeah, you don't know requirements.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's 6 turns, is because there's no additional requirements. That's why you see things like starting at turn 4 with X number of hit points, or below X percentage of hit points, or above X percentage of hit points, because they add that extra condition on there, so they move the turns up a little bit. I think it's their backwards ass way of having balance for these active skills and transformations.
Yeah.
So,
And then...
of course,
go ahead.
why talk about balance when a unit like Kale and Khalifa exists? Why talk about balance when you've got units like the 5 years coming out?
Kale Khalifa is so good. But yes, this card also, like we just talked about, transforms. And first off, I just want to say this, with Revenge of Cooler being one of my favorite all-time Dragon Ball movies, that transformation scene is spot on.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, I saw it, and I like kind of sat back in my chair with my heart on my chest, just or my hand on my chest, just like, oh, stop it.
Yeah. I mean, his animations in general are just so good.
Oh, they're so clean.
So
clean.
good.
So, his super attack goes from what it was before to raise his attack, which is a hold on, your 30% for 99 turns, so obviously infinite. Causes immense damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense for 3 turns, 50% lowering of defense. So already this guy's stacking attack like a beast, and with his stats at 17,000 right off the start, like raising attack, he's gonna be killer. Then his
17,000 if you're a whale.
It's a whale.
I am a whale.
The normal.
Well, but as the dolphin of this community.
All right, so let's say max.
Even if you were at 55%, which I think is what the max
14,000
is, 14,000 attack is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah,
and that's just 55%.
Especially with the way he builds.
Yeah, not even easy A or anything. Just
and then his passive skill is just ridiculously overpowered. Key plus 3, attack and defense plus 180%. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance, which I think is like a 50%? Yeah. No, 25%. I'm sorry. 25% of becoming a super attack. Performs a critical hit when there is a Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans category enemy, which is basically
a lot.
80% of the game.
A lot. Yeah. Very similar to LR Baby's passive,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. LR Baby's
Which-
passive is so broken.
which
Yeah.
they're on the same category.
Yeah, they are on the same category, guys. So
So you can just absolutely decimate Pure Saiyans and Hyper Saiyans.
look at this
Uh,
Conquest of Terror category. You got the Cooler, you got Thouser, obviously. You got LR Baby, you got LR Meta Cooler, you got Bojack, you got King Cold Frieza, you got Full Power Frieza, Prime Battle Frieza, Ginyu Force.
most Friezas, yeah.
Yeah, most of the Friezas. Man, just look at all these units, man.
Yeah, things to note here before you scroll. We do have Baby Janimba right here. I like that card. I think he's good, and it's another category besides Super Dragon Ball Heroes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool, fun. Turles is on this as well.
Turles.
Whatever, yeah. Turles. And then the Raditz we talked about earlier. It's here.
Yeah, the Raditz
He's
is
really
on there.
good. My boy, Intellect Super Baby 2. The better of the two. Don't even at me.
Wow.
I love him. But,
What's
Did
also
you
really
swap
cool.
your Mountain Dew for Bud Light or something this morning?
yeah, basically.
Are you that drunk?
Yeah.
See, what's really
I
cool.
told you guys he's that one uncle.
He is. He drinks.
Yep.
He drinks too much Maine.
Yeah.
But what's really cool is that you could run this Conquest of Terror team as a secondary, like, Wicked Bloodlines team. So you got the Transforming
Yeah.
Frieza, you got the Tech EZA Golden Frieza right off of there. You got AGL Metacooler, you got freaking, the Prime Battle Frieza that we talked about, Full Power Frieza.
Yeah. You've got Strength Final Form Frieza, who I found out math-wise is amazing.
Oh, he is
you've-
so good.
You've got Planet Namek Saga lead Frieza, who is my favorite Frieza unit. I love his animation. Yeah, the Frieza we just talked about earlier, the free-to-play movie bosses. I mean, basically every cooler unit's on.
And then obviously
And-
you also got Physical Cooler as
Cooler.
well. And you got Full Power Frieza on top of that, so...
Yeah.
Trevor,
Which-
you just made me realize something.
Uh-huh.
They're setting up free-to-play players for the Cooler banner.
What do you mean?
All the events that are currently going on are coming up in the week.
Oh yeah, all
They
have
all
to
have
be in that
farmable
category.
units.
Oh,
They're in
that's
this category.
right!
Yeah.
Guys,
setting up-
cool.
They're setting up free-to-play players for Cooler.
Hashtag Cooler. Cooler's coming.
Yeah.
So I'm
Which-
gonna move my 95% to a 99%.
Yeah.
I thought you were in there.
Also- I do want to state. I mean, I know these units aren't out yet, but this category is so OP. I feel like I need to talk about them. The Kid, Vegeta, and Broly Agile are on this category.
You mean the
Who?
Vegeta?
Oh,
and
these
Raditz?
guys, yeah.
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 And Dabura, the Majin Buu Saga lead, coming out soon with the banner we're about to talk about in a second. It's also on this category.
That's
The
about-
Fizz one, he's down there.
Yeah, that I was being dumb.
Yeah, some new units coming out in the future who are also solid units will be on this.
Yeah.
I think Cooler's worth it for future units.
Yeah, I keep saying, like, if you put money into the game, Cooler is not a skip. If you don't put a lot of money into the game and you want to save mainly for 5th year, there is nothing wrong with that. Absolutely
Cooler
nothing
is
wrong with
never
saving
a
it.
skip.
I seriously thought you were about to say, if you spend money on the game, do whatever. If you don't spend money on the game, spend money on the game.
Honestly, in my opinion, he's one of those units that people would be like, that people could contemplate putting money, like, man, this card's good. I
mean,
might
he's
want to put
good.
a little bit.
His category's good. The banner's good.
Yeah, the banner's solid. So
Don't skip it.
Like, he
Listen
seriously-
to
like-
Trevor.
I mean, if you don't transform him, he's a support unit, and I think every week we talk about how much we love that are also support units.
Yes.
I mean, there is a very, very good argument that he is one of the best TURs in the game.
Yes.
And that's not us speaking fluent hyperbole. That's actual facts. This unit is one of the best TURs in the game.
Considering that Ty just said that Cooler is his favorite movie, and I also think that Cooler is probably one of my favorite movies, and one of my favorite characters in general, I might be a little biased, but I don't care.
I guess
I
I'm the
love
odd man out, but I'm still kind of connected because my favorite Dragon Ball Z movie is actually the one with Metal Cooler.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
I love the fight scenes in that movie.
You
I
just
really do.
you just like it when Vegeta gets punched in the dick. That's the only thing that you really like about
Yeah.
that.
Why?
He
Why
needed
did
it.
they all punch me in the dick?
Wow, I can't believe every one of them punched you in the dick.
Yeah, which I do feel like we need to just stay just real
F in the
quick
chat for TFS.
because we're looking at an yeah, right, RIP.
Yeah.
That technique, Final Form Cooler, is free to play.
Yeah, this one right here, guys, if you don't know.
Yeah.
This
Or not
one
Final Form,
is
sorry,
your SA fodder for your STR cooler.
Yeah.
But he's also not a bad unit. Like he's decent for an only level 100 free to play unit. Conquest Terror category key +2, HP attack and defense +30%. So he's a category lead, but not the best one. Raises defense and causes supreme damage to enemy. That defense raises 30%, like forever.
Infinitely.
Yeah. Passive skill attack and defense was 40%. Conquest of Terror category allies key +2 and attack and defense was 30%. So
Yeah.
again, he's not a bad unit.
No,
He's definitely not bad.
In a perfect world, somehow, where you could put the same name units on, if he could be on the same team with Strength Cooler, that would be so broken, dude. So broken.
I'm just sitting here crying over the fact that I have no tech orbs and we're getting another defense raising tech unit.
Yep, I'm neither.
I
trouble,
honestly truly think that Tech has some of the honestly I think Tech is the best like type class in my opinion because there's so many good units on this.
You saying in general?
In general,
That's
yeah.
a bold statement, dude.
I think so.
Super agile.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say I can't support that statement so long as super agility exists.
Yeah.
I mean, Super AGL like is amazing in of its own, but I honestly think that Tech in general, like I'm not talking about just Super or Extreme. I'm talking like in general. I think Tech has so many good units between both.
I'm still gonna lean. I'm gonna still lean towards agility because they have like 7 of the top 10 units in the game, even if you factor in Extreme being crap for agility.
I don't know. Maybe I'm.
But that's just me. I mean that whenever you start talking about what is the best of any certain thing in this game, you're gonna have 8 million different opinions. None of them are necessarily wrong. That's the important thing. Like your opinion of Tech. I mean, I see where you're coming from. 100% see where you're coming from. I just see all of the really, really good units in Super Agility, and I'm like, I don't know if I can support what you're saying, but I don't necessarily disagree with it.
I mean,
I can definitely see where you build upon that thought process.
I mean, everyone is all obviously entitled to their opinion, even though you're fucking wrong.
Wow.
No, like in my personal opinion, I do feel that Tech is like super strong compared to. Okay. Bleh. Freaking! I just love the support that Tech gives. Like I never really see like aside from Tech Majin Vegeta. Let's just kick him out of there. He can go to STR for all I care.
Rainbow what?
Rainbow who?
Yep.
But like I truly feel that that Tech in general like is one of those ones that people sleep on a lot because there's so many good units everywhere else. But if you're talking about like overall utility, overall support, and defense, like health boosts, I honestly feel that Tech is one of those very underrated. And I feel like, in my opinion, it's better than probably 95% of the other like Super, Extreme, any of them. So
I mean, Tech does have a lot of stuff going on. Like, it's got a lot of sealers, orb changers for themselves that are also just good units in general, not just for the pure sake of changing orbs. But like Super Saiyan Bardock changes orbs, and he's a seal, and he's a good unit. He's not bad. I mean, and then like let's think about it, the last like 4, maybe 3 Tech units that got released, all seal.
mm-hmm.
Like Supreme Guy of Time seals. Opie of Time.
So what you're saying is y'all just low-key okay boomered me.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
what's wrong with Supreme Kai thickness?
I mean, I'm the
Nice.
Dokkan grandpa for a reason, right?
Yep.
So.
Facts.
But yeah, anyways, got a little sidetracked there. That's personal.
Tends to happen.
Not so bad.
But in this celebration as well is the start of the Extreme Z area for the new, or not new, new EZAs for the oldest units in the game, and that starts with, you know, our AGL Super Saiyan boy right here, Super Saiyan Goku.
Jesus.
Now, this card art you guys may not recognize, but let me go ahead and take it to this one. If you've seen this card art, you know how frustrated you get when you see this card pop up in your multi. So
Why this unit? Out of all the 290 bajillion freaking SSRs, why did I pull this one?
yes,
Yep.
but the good thing about it now is that you won't entirely be saying that, but you'll still get mad if you've already rainbowed him and you pull him, because he is getting a easy A at the same time this cooler event comes up, which they're
We'll go into more detail on those when they come out, though.
yeah. They're popping up easy A's like crazy. Like, in this celebration alone for Cooler, they're going to pop up this AGL Super Saiyan Goku. They're popping out freaking STR Omega Shenron. They're popping out Int Super Saiyan Gohan. They're popping out Easy A Beerus. You know, just ridiculousness. So...
Yeah, and ignore the fact that those two Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. That was
Yeah.
Japan first time.
yeah, so we're not going to get anything new from that.
Hashtag Japan Shaft.
JP Shaft.
Dude, when that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta gets in a...
Maybe that's what we get. Maybe that's what
That
we
would be
get.
so good.
I'd be so
dude,
happy.
that would be so awesome. Yeah, Trollhan's
Dude,
getting his
so
EZA
good.
coming up too.
Yeah, Trollhorn gets his easy A.
Making him
Yeah.
decent.
So we'll talk more about those when they come around. We're mainly just going over
Yeah.
small stuff right now. After that, I think it's pretty much almost guaranteed that this is going to be the next thing that comes out, which is the, you know, Int LR Super Saiyan God Goku. Which, can I just say, this card art is amazing.
Yep, it's good.
It's so good. So,
And he's good.
oh yeah, he's a very decent unit. Like, that's for sure. SA is amazing as well. Yes, the SA for it is amazing. And then with that, we'll also be getting the physical EZA Piccolo right there. So, and then
I honestly think that the new that Goku, the legendary Goku God one that's coming out, might be like my favorite leader in the game.
oh yeah, because of the Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good leader.
When I first read that, I was bewildered. I was like, wait, Goku as a Hybrid Saiyans leader? What?
Yeah.
But it
But
makes
it-
perfect sense because it's from the ritual.
Yeah, it obviously
know.
makes so much more sense.
But I mean, obviously
that
you can
change.
run pure Saiyan, hybrid Saiyan teams already. Like you can run a Goku's family and do it. You can run a Vegeta's family and
Yeah.
do it. You can run Gobros and do it. You know, but this is really one where it's set up where you can run any pure Saiyan with any hybrid Saiyan. And just
yeah.
the possibility of team building that comes up from that, because those are two massive categories. You know, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. And
Oh,
not
there's
only
so many
that,
good units.
not only that, but his SA is farmable as a base form Goku, so there's no reason to get him up. There's no reason to not get him up to SA10 before you LR
Exactly.
him.
Which, by the way, I want to say that I love that units have done that recently. You know, like
They've been doing a really good job. This
Yeah.
game has become so free-to-play friendly, especially as far as super attacks for premium units go.
yeah,
Agreed.
it's awesome.
Definitely agree. It's so much better now to, like, I'm not saying it's better to be a free-to-play player than a whale, because whales have more chances, but at least with free-to-play you have the option of, like, being a strict free-to-play player and not be behind in the game.
Yeah,
So, or not be as far behind now. So with this banner that's coming out for the God Goku, honestly, I wouldn't say that this is a skip banner. Like, I wouldn't say this is a trap at all. This banner looks actually really good. The only thing that I don't like is there's so many featured units. So,
All
Okay,
LR
so-
banners are skip banners if you're a free-to-play player, in my opinion.
oh yeah, true.
Go on.
I just, again, for value of stone, if you are strictly free-to-play, will not spend a single dime in this game. You are only going to summon 4 or 5 times a year. Like, if you really want to maximize, or I shouldn't say you are only going to, you should only summon 4 or 5 times a year on the banners that maximize your stone usage. Things like anniversaries, downloads, Christmas, the thank you celebration, and step up banner LR. Those are really like the 5 times a year that your stones as a free-to-play player are the most valuable.
Very true.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to strictly free to play, yeah, definitely skip it. However, if you do pay to play a little bit, even then, like, this is not a bad banner with the units that are on here. You know?
And I mean, we'll talk, like, because with all the EZAs coming out with Cooler and him, like, there's going to be a lot of stone for all the EZAs and stuff. So you should have plenty of stones. And if you want to save that for 5 years, that's totally up to you, man. Nobody's going to judge you for that.
Yeah.
But me, personally, I don't know if I cannot recommend summoning on this banner.
No, nobody's
know.
gonna judge. What community are you a part of?
Right, that's true. I'm going to judge.
Like, seriously, you can, I mean, just say out loud once, LR, Kale, and Khalifa are the best unit on global currently, and you're gonna have 500 people that tell you you're wrong.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
again,
But-
everyone's entitled to their opinion,
I
even
know,
though they're
I'm
wrong.
just,
Yeah.
we're playing, but
Yeah, I would just say that I don't know. I don't really like this banner. That's just up to me. Like, maybe it's just because I have every single God cube already.
Yeah.
I don't
Maybe that's
generally
why.
like LR banners just because every single unit, featured or not on this banner, is in every other banner basically, except
Yeah.
for LRs.
Yeah.
LRs aren't in the Dokkenfest exclusive banners, we know that.
Yeah.
But all of the other units on this banner are on every banner that you are summoning on every other time throughout the year.
I'm mainly
I mean-
speaking from the perspective of, like, say you're looking for that specific one. Like, for me, like, one of my favorite units of all time is still Tech Godku. I love that unit, and I think he's very underrated.
Oh, he's good. He's really good.
He's got such good defense. Like, if I didn't have him rainbowed, I would summon on this banner in hopes that I would get an extra copy of him because I'd have more of a chance of getting him from there.
Yeah, I agree. I was just about to say that. I don't have Tech Godku or God Vegeta strength. I don't have either one of those units, and they're both fantastic for a Movie Heroes team that I almost want to summon just for those 2 units alone. But Fizz, Kaioken, Goku is really good. Like, I'm not saying he's not good. He's probably the best. Those are the 3 units that are worth it, besides Gowasu.
I was to say, like, there's several units on this banner that I would like to have. Like, I don't have a copy of Gowasu and Zamasu. I don't have God Vegeta.
Yeah.
You know, but again, I'm skipping. I mean, I'm pretty much heart focused on 5-year at this point.
Sure.
But I mean, Cooler will eat some of my stones. I know this as a fact. I'm not even going to try to lie about it. But LR banners for me are definitely the easiest skips between now and the 5 years.
Traps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel they're absolutely traps.
As the baby whale that I am,
Baby
I'm assuming that there's going to be some kind of purchasable thing for this banner, and I'm going to buy it.
Now, if
Whatever
that's
it
the
is.
case, if it's something that I can buy that doesn't involve putting stones in the banner, I might consider it
Yeah.
depending on cost.
Yeah. Well, it's highly possible because that's what they did with Full Power Frieza. So
Exactly, yeah. So I'm hoping another full power Frieza situation happens. I'll be cool with that.
I will also say, you know, since Alec brought it up, the best unit on global right now will be available for yellow coins if you have not been able to pull them. LRK Khalifa. So this will be the first banner where they are going to be available for coins. And I highly recommend that if you somehow have, like me, 500 yellow coins, it's definitely worth getting them. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, I already have them, so I'm going to be going for Tech Broly. So,
Yeah, Tech Broly's god.
Yeah.
I need an LR baby too. I want him so bad.
LR babies. I still gotta awaken LR baby.
I'm not even joking here at all. If I had the coins, I'd buy Strength Broly.
What?
It is the one unit. 5 years playing this game, however many multiple reroll accounts I've done or giveaway accounts I've put out, it is the one unit I have never pulled.
Yeah, I still get. Honestly, I've still
I
yet
want
to
him,
pull him too.
and I want him for World Tournament.
Well, I mean,
That's
hey, you have your
the
chance
only
to
reason
get
I
him.
want him. That's it. And I know I can always use a friend, and that's been doing. But I
Yeah.
want him.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I don't need it, but I want it. And so if I had the coins, I'd get it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's also with 5th year, just as kind of a side thing too. You'll be able to get them with the stone, so that's good too. So
Yep.
you won't have to wait too long if you don't pull them.
Coins are always.
Wait. There's a coin or a stone that you can use to get LRs.
Oh, we didn't talk about this. So
Wait,
the OG5 LRs, there's a pack where you could get a stone.
Is it the purple stone?
Yeah, the 3 purple stones, and you get the LR
Isn't it like
plus
$100 for that pack though?
It's $100 in total to get
Oh,
the
okay.
stone.
For what?
To get
What do you get? You get 3 stones. That's it.
No. You get dragon stones on top of that, but you also
Right.
get.
It's one of those things where you buy like a pack of dragon stones, and then on top of it, they also special stone.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. I
So
did
you
that.
so you buy the 3 packs, which is about 100 to 150, I think it is in total. Which, if in 5th year, if you're buying the packs, like you're using those anyway because of Vegito and Gogeta. But it's that little extra where you're like, hey, I get a stone with it. I can get, the
So 1 stone gets you a unit.
3 stones.
You have to have
You
3.
have to use all.
It's going to be a purple stone, isn't it?
It's 3 purple stones. So
Okay.
these packs are going to be the 5 OGLRs. So Broly, Mighty Mask, Majin Vegeta, Physical Trunks, and Int Gohan. You get any one of those 5, and then each of those come with a specific 2 units with them. So, and with STR Broly
Interesting.
being one of those units, you can get him with those stones for free, basically.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I was like, if you, because I don't really care for just the unit themselves. I'm like, I'm not spending $150 for 1 unit.
No. You
Right.
get
No.
you get 2 other units with it, but they're
Okay.
not Dokkan Fest.
See, I skipped a lot of that stuff because I was like, oh, we're going to talk about it more when it comes to global. And I
Yeah.
really have not been paying attention to much of the JP 5-year stuff other than like how the ticket missions work and all that.
Yeah.
They're
They're also going to be cheaper for
I didn't
us,
even know that
think,
was a
too.
thing.
Yeah,
Be-
we can talk about that next podcast.
But just as something to think about too. Like it's gonna be.
yeah,
So-
that's cool. I didn't know
Okay,
that.
so I would revise my plan and not use my coin for Broly or coins for Broly.
That's why I was like, wait a minute, dude. You may want to wait on that.
So that's twice now I've been okay boomered in the stream. Let's keep track.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, boomer count on the stream.
So just as a side thing, I'm kind of going down the list of notes. Like, I'm gonna put it like on the Super Dragon Ball Heroes thing. But one thing that we are going to be seeing in March is Saiyan Day, and that's basically it. Where are we gonna see from that? Like, I wanna get your guys'
Who
opinion on
knows,
that.
dude?
So last year for Saiyan Day, we got the physical transforming Vegeta as the Father-Son Gallic Gun EZ8, and I can't remember what else came, but I mean, as far as like, I mean, we might see the physical Vegito Blue EZA at that point, but it's a shared celebration between global and Japan, and we know
Oh,
physical
yeah.
Blue. Physical VB is going to be a global first EZA. It's coming to global first was the exact specification. So it won't be part of a dual celebration. I'm not saying, okay, I'm not going to say with 100% surety it's not going to be part of a dual celebration. I am saying based on their wording, it shouldn't be.
What if?
So-
What if? And this is just something I'm thinking about because we know that they were doing like a voting poll between the two, being Physical VB and AGL Rose. What if during Saiyan Day, Global gets VB while JP gets Rose, and then later on down the road they flip flop?
I mean,
be cool.
would not be surprised by that by any stretch of the imagination. I just think for Saiyan Day, it'd be weird to have two characters that aren't in any Saiyan categories
That's true.
as featured things.
What if they do another? So what did they do for Saiyan Day? Not last year, but before that.
They didn't. That's why we have literally no. They've never done anything for Saiyan Day until last year.
So who's to say they're going to do anything?
That's the other thing. But
They don't.
if you look at the amount of stuff that's come out in JP or that we still haven't got, there's not enough content to fill the gap between now and the 5-year with what we don't already have.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to have something for Saiyan Day, or we're gonna have to have some global exclusive celebration, which we know we're gonna have something global first because of physical Vegito Blue, which I do think is coming before the 5-year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just. I mean, if you look at the 3 to 4 week spans when we're talking about these little celebrations, you know, you get your Dokkan Fest, you get your secondary banner, whether it's an LR or not, you get something there. Those usually last about 3 to 4 weeks. With the number of ones that we have coming up, we have about 3 to 4 weeks unaccounted for. So there has to be something else that's coming in besides what we already know is coming.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
As far as what it could be, I have no freaking clue. What I would like to see is maybe legendary Vegeta.
Legendary what now?
Legendary Vegeta. Like we have a legendary Goku, let's have a legendary Vegeta.
Oh, event?
It would fit in the theme of it being Saiyan Day. It would be more content for them to add into the game. And I would really like to see another legendary event that's not Goku and uses different mechanics. Like, at the end you can't evade Int UI Goku. What if during his Majin Vegeta step he's immune to criticals? You know, just something completely different. You know, just something just to change up the format just a little bit.
And then they give Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta and done. I'm just kidding. He'd be so broken if he had. He'd be so broken.
The only thing that I'm thinking is that might fight me on the whole give me a let thing is, are we gonna have the two years in a row?
What if we get a Frieza legendary for Saiyan Day, and then like there's a banner that has a Saiyan on it? Who knows, Goku to fight Frieza? I don't know. That'd be kind of because because Saiyan Day, that's when he turned Super Saiyan, was fighting Frieza. That could, that would make a lot of sense. I feel like.
I thought Saiyan Day was just because of the 318 in Japan.
No, I'm just saying like Saiyan.
Okay.
If it's Saiyan Day, a very pivotal point in Dragon Ball Z for Saiyans was the reveal of Super Saiyan.
Right, and the defeat of Frieza, the revenge of the Saiyan
maybe,
race.
Yeah, maybe Frieza legendary event.
Possibly.
On that trail.
But I do think we'll get some sort of event, something to do. I just, again, have no idea what any kind of banner unit could be. I mean, obviously it's going to be a Saiyan, which doesn't really give us a whole lot. What if Saiyan Day, and I literally, this just popped in my head. What if Saiyan Day is a collaboration with Legends and we get Shallot and Dokkan?
Oh god.
Now, you guys know I'm not a huge fan of Legends. I don't enjoy the play of Legends at all. But if there's one thing Legends could give to Dokkan in a crossover, it would be Shallot. And since Shallot's a Saiyan, might fit into the whole idea of Saiyan Day.
I mean, that would be cool, but at the same time, you gotta think of, like, what can Dokkan give to,
Legends?
Legends.
You mean other than advice on how to be a better game?
Somebody said it, it wasn't me.
What if it's What if it's something crazy cool like a Nappa Vegeta Raditz card?
What if it's the Xeno Trunks? Do they have a Xeno Trunks in Legends
I
yet?
don't think they have anything Xeno.
So technically, if you go through the story event, you are being escorted through this Dragon Ball world by Xeno Trunks.
That
so
is
Xeno
true.
Trunks is technically the star of this game. So
That's
they,
true.
they could get a Xeno Trunks specifically from Dokkan Battle, and while we get Shallot.
I feel like that would be 100% Dragon Ball Legends Shaft for sure. We've been getting the deal on that.
Yeah, but have you been paying attention to the news from Legends? They're used to the now.
Yeah, that's true. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, honestly,
really
that
love
would
to
that would be pretty cool. But
I'd really love to see like some Nappa love. I really would.
yeah,
Not
Saiyan
saying
Day.
Nappa.
Let's give a Nappa.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely. Let's get a dual Dokkan Fest. We'll get the Kaioken Goku versus Great Ape Vegeta dual Dokkan Fest, and then the secondary characters that they add into it could be like a Raditz and a Nappa.
Yeah. Raditz on Goku's side, I guess.
Yeah, make Raditz a sub lead for Goku's family or something.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
You know.
And then Nappa's target Goku lead or something.
Nappa could be target Goku. Nappa could be
Dragon Ball Seekers. It could be something.
Nappa could be an elite warriors lead. Like you make Vegeta, the Scouter Vegeta, the main lead of a category called Elite Warriors. Okay? And you've got Vegeta, you've got Nappa, you've got King Vegeta from the various forms that we have King Vegeta in, so on and so forth. You've got your various forms of Nappa, your great apes and whatnot. You've got your various forms of Vegeta all throughout the entire series, because that never does he stop referring to himself as an elite or better than Goku because of his birth.
Yeah. So, who else besides Vegeta's in that?
Vegeta, Nappa, King Vegeta, Kid Vegeta. I don't know. I mean, technically, Turles was specifically stated to be a low-class warrior.
Yeah. So he could go in the low-class warrior thing. Technically, Masked Prince. Technically.
Yep, you have your Masked Prince. I guess if you really wanted to extend it, if we're talking about, if they really do believe that Elite Warrior is part of your genetics, then Trunks.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody else besides that it couldn't be a Saiyan.
I mean, the Elite Warrior thing is the Elite Warrior thing is kind of a Saiyan thing. I mean, Tarble would technically be because of his because of his genetics.
I don't know, it seems like a very specific.
It does. But then again, so does Low Class Warrior.
Yeah, that's true. We need a better low class warrior.
We do.
We were talking about that though. That needs to be better.
I mean, so the Raditz that ends up on the Goku side of the banner, he is the new low class warrior and Goku's family lead. He becomes an actual lead for low class warriors and a sub lead for Goku's family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, in my opinion, I think, like, with that in mind, I think they would need to focus on working on the categories we do have first. And I've been a very vocal person about it on my channel, is that we have categories that do not, like, they don't mesh. Like, take World Tournament, for example. There's no de facto World Tournament lead. Same with...
I agree with you 100%, but if we go by what they've been doing, they're just going to... I mean, and if we're trying to make realistic predictions, I think we'll end up with a new category at Saiyan Day.
Yeah, which sucks because I really, really wish they would just work on the one category I really want them to work on is World Tournament. I think it's such a slept-on category with such... There are good units from it.
Which is crazy, because that's how Dragon Ball started. That's the whole point of this show.
Dual Dokkan Fest. Not for Saiyan Day, just going off of what you're saying here to fix World Tournament. Dual Dokkan Fest from the last World Tournament of Dragon Ball. You've got Goku versus Ma Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And you could have Goku become a World Tournament legit leader.
Yeah.
I think that's really, all we need.
Either that or give Krillin something. Give, young
LR
Krillin
World Tournament lead?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would be like saying put Yamcha in as a World Tournament, which there is a Yamcha.
But see, what I mean is, young Krillin. like when the
Right.
when the first
Yeah,
world
young
tournament
Krillin.
that Goku went into.
Young Krillin who whips down his pants and farts in Bacterian's face.
Hell yeah, dude.
Make that his super attack.
There you go.
I don't know, but no, we need something serious.
Well, no, but I mean, like, there's so many good potential cards that they could put in there that it sucks that, you know, they're making all these new categories that are fantastic and overpowered, but they're not working on certain categories that actually kind of need the boost. You know, World Tournament being that example.
Yeah, and I'm a proponent of every category eventually getting a super battle road, so things like low class warriors and tournament do need to get some love in order for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know why that hasn't happened yet.
Why that?
It's because it won't make Dokkan any money.
Oh,
I really think that what is it, the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, was that the one where they fought Goku and Jr.? I think that moment from Dragon Ball would make money.
Oh yeah.
Because they did a Dokkan Fest of Kid Goku punching a hole through through Piccolo, original Piccolo,
Yeah.
Demon King. I mean, which was a cool moment in Dragon Ball, but I don't think it's as hype as what the last World Tournament was in Dragon Ball. Of course, I wasn't watching Dragon Ball in Japan in the late 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, that active skill is amazing. By the way.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Holy shit.
I would say, if anything, like, and this may be a bold prediction on this, but if they were to revamp World Tournament, I think that is when they'll actually introduce a lead for the World Tournament category.
Oh, that would be a really good moment.
Because
If they make the World Tournament good, and then they make the whole banner around that,
That would be fantastic.
it would be awesome. And honestly, if I see that, then I'd be like, oh my gosh, Dokkan's listening. You know, they're listening to what we want. Which I'm pretty sure, like, I'm 90% sure they're going to revamp World Tournament anyway. But who knows if they're actually thinking about making a World Tournament banner. So, but anyways, we kind of went off topic a little bit for that.
Oh, yeah.
We went way off topic.
We always do that.
But with Saiyan Day, I can see where you're coming from. I definitely see a possibility of an exclusive, but what's gonna entail when it comes to, like, just how that exclusive is gonna work and the events that are gonna follow with those.
I don't necessarily think it's going to be an exclusive because it'll be a shared celebration. I think we'll get something for Saiyan Day, and then at some point before the 5-year, we'll also get a global exclusive.
Yeah.
Because Saiyan Day by itself is not going to be a 3 to 4 week thing.
Yeah.
You know.
It'll be kind of like Dragon Ball Heroes, where it's like 2 weeks, and then it's like, okay, now we move on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So. But yeah.
It'll be a mini celebration.
Yeah.
But as far as order of events go, I really do think we're looking at Cooler next. That will lead into Saiyan Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we're just going to kind of fall into Android 13.
Oh, yeah. Android 13, the entire thing is going to be pretty dope. The banner itself, I don't know per se. I wouldn't say, like, it's
a weird-ass banner.
It is. It's a very weird banner.
Let's just talk for a second about how dirty Piccolo did. All right? Piccolo's banner in and of itself was absolutely skippable. Piccolo is a damn fine unit. He is a damn fine unit. But then his return is on a more skippable banner.
Mm-hmm.
What the F?
Yeah. It's very weird because it's like, yeah, I get some of these, but on this Android 13 banner, why Jiren? Why SSJ4 Goku?
Exactly.
Why Turles? Like, why are
none of this falls in with like these guys aren't movie characters.
No, they're not. Well,
No.
I mean, Turles is a movie bosses, but even still, it's like,
right.
That's so far between the two that it doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
it's so weird, yeah.
I wouldn't say, like, this, for me, it's definitely a skip, only because the fact that, you know, yeah, the Android 13's cool, and we got the new Trunks, and Piccolo's gonna make a return, but in all honesty, like, look at what else we got. AGL Turles has been on, like, almost every freaking banner. SSJ4 Goku barely comes around, and when he does, like, people are just like, he's okay. Jiren, I'm tired of seeing Jiren, even though he's a bald brother. And there's MVP 17. There's nothing bad to say about it. He's a good unit.
No,
but
MVP 17 is good. I don't know. My 10 cents is he'll be back.
yeah,
You know.
Yeah, I mean that's really what it comes down to. This is such an easily skippable banner. Like even if you pay, I mean, unless you are a huge fan of Trunks or a huge fan of Android 13, and you're sinking money into the game, I don't really see a whole lot of value in summoning on this banner unless you literally don't have any of the units.
Yeah, I mean, if your target Goku category is just off the walls amazing, and you love Android 13, you want that category to be amazing, go for it, man. We're not telling you how to spin your stones, right? You do whatever you want. It's up to you. I'm
Right.
just saying,
Just
I'm
saying
not gonna do one summon. I might do a single.
This is such
easy
an
skip. Easy skip.
I mean, and
Easy.
I know that there's people who do love Android 13, and I know that there are people who have solid units as far as the target Goku category goes. And some people are really looking forward to that category. If that's you, more power to you. Send me a screenshot of that team, because I want to see what you're doing. Because I'm really interested in the target Goku category, but not interested enough to summon on this banner.
Yeah.
Same.
The only redeeming factor of this banner is, of course, the trucker hat. Come on. Like,
Oh yeah.
It's
Totally
it's almost
trucker
as good as Red Ribbon Panties. I'm just saying.
Almost.
Almost as good.
Almost.
But I think the banner after this is fantastic. The double the double race banner.
Okay. Dude, double rates banners are the one time that you could probably talk me into doing an LR summon. Like, especially when it has a featured LR in the banner.
And this LR is no freaking joke.
Yeah,
This unit is an absolute unit.
Dude, there's some solid units on that banner.
Like this card is freaking insane. First off, the card art is amazing. Like they're going above and beyond with the new card arts, to be honest. And then obviously, like, I'm not gonna go into extreme detail with this card, but you got your Super Saiyan's lead, just balls to the wall, like attack buffing like crazy, and his stats are insane.
Dude, that super attack does so much shit.
Yeah, super attack alone does so much.
Raises defense, lowers attack and defense, and seals? What the fuck?
Okay, well no, his 12 key raises his defense for 1 turn.
Oh, okay.
And then his
Okay,
18 key lowers enemy attack and defense and seals super attack.
Okay, I was like, bro.
Yeah, but
no.
either way, this card honestly is one of the better LRs because of just how much he can do. So, definitely, in my opinion, this banner, just being double rates, you're gonna see Super Saiyan God animations a lot. Like, that's pretty much all you're gonna see. So, this is better compared to the double rates banner they had last year, which was the Trunks in my opinion.
This is better than the double rates banner we just had a second ago.
With
the
with
Oceanus and all them.
with
Yeah.
the ladies.
Oh yeah, but obviously that's because they didn't have an LR. This has an LR.
Yeah, this has the featured LR, which is really useful. I mean, I'm probably gonna skip this banner, just because focus on 5-year is that's me.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Because I used to play the double rates banner game. Every time they'd come out, I would buy stones and I would sink into them and I'd get my LRs and everything. But I've come to realize over the course of playing the game for so long that LRs are nice, but absolutely not needed.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of LRs who are the only leader or the best leader for their category, like the GT trio for Dragon Ball Seekers.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's what it is, Dragon Ball Seekers.
Yeah, they're the only
like,
lead.
I really want them because they're the best lead for that category. But there's not a single LR in the game that is necessary to play the game.
True. Agreed.
And then obviously with that celebration coming out as well, we get the new EZAs for the old Super Saiyan Vegeta and the old Super Saiyan Trunks, which are fantastic. They definitely need it. But the one thing I'm excited about, because, you know, Kale Khalifa, the 33rd World Tournament will feature these two as double units that you'll get for the World Tournament. You also get the Awakenings for Mercenary Talon Majin Buu, but
yeah, good units.
Good units,
for sure.
yeah.
The Kale and Khalifa, they're all.
So, but
oh yeah, you put those two in anything, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
these are awesome units in my opinion.
They stack defense, right? Attack and defense. Both of them do.
Yeah, they both stack attack and defense, and plus they're just so adorable. They're just so adorable. So.
Nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong.
But and then after that, before 5th year anniversary comes rolling around, we get some really good banners in the Super Saiyan Goku versus Majin Vegeta banners. Double Dokkan Fest with very good units and free-to-play units on the sides. Like, honestly, it's gonna be great. Goku's banner looks pretty decent. I mean, a lot of these units we've already gotten so many times before, so
Yeah.
it's not too different, I guess.
But I mean, it's got LRs on the banner as featured.
That's true. Featured LRs, which are for the Goku, you get LR SSJ4 Goku, and for the Vegeta banner, obviously, you get the LR SSJ4 Vegeta. So,
Yeah, I really like that they kind of centered. This is the kind of banner that I'm like, don't know why they don't do this with other banners, but like we were just talking about. Oh, this banner doesn't make any sense, right? Android 13 banner doesn't make any sense. These banners make sense. Like, it's Vegeta, so there's Vegeta units. It's Goku, so there's Goku units. Duh. You know?
yeah.
And I don't know. I'm really hyped for this. These banners. I just love Majin Buu Saga is my favorite Dragon Ball Saga. I'm just super hyped for the Dabura for a Majin Buu Saga League. And yeah, man, I'm just hyped. I'm hyped.
This is going to be very, very difficult for anybody who's trying to save zones here, because when this came out on JP, it was a 3+1, which means it's going to be a 3+1 for us. It's going to have discounts at least on the first go. Most likely going to have tickets too.
Oh yeah.
You know,
yeah.
It's this. They are going to try very, very hard at this point to get you to spend stones.
Oh, yeah.
This banner, both banners, are pretty good banners to begin with. Like, especially the Vegeta banner. Like, okay, maybe not especially the Vegeta banner for me since I have SS4 LR rainbowed, but I don't have physical Vegeta at all.
Yeah.
The transforming one, I would love to get.
So good.
So this one's gonna be one that definitely tests me. I cannot call this an easy skip at all.
Nah, it's gonna be.
You're gonna have to
tough.
have a lot of willpower to skip this one, that's for sure.
I mean, because this banner's gonna come out so close to 5 year. Right. This is the banner probably immediately before 5 year, right?
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So,
right after that was
EZAs.
yeah, EZAs, and then that's it. Then 5th year starts.
5 year, yeah. So it's gonna be, if you can make it just a couple more months after that, like, boom, there you go, you made it. But it's gonna be hard.
There's gonna be a lot of really good stuff coming from these banners and from that like celebration alone.
Yeah, the EZAs for Angel Goku,
yeah, Majin Vegeta. Then before that, we're gonna be getting EZAs like Merge Zamasu, and it's just it's a great day to be a Dokkan player. Great time to be a Dokkan player.
These next few months in Dokkan are literally, I mean, of course I've only been playing for a short time, but some of the best stuff happening since I've been playing the game. Like, really good shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, really good. So I'm super hyped for all of it.
I guess really it comes down to like timeline here. I really don't think they're gonna drop this dual Dokkenfest right before the 5-year. I think we're gonna get a situation like we had last year, where right before the 4-year we got the global exclusive unit of GoBros, or the global first unit of GoBros, and then we got a global first Tech Broly. I think right before the 5-year we're gonna see another global first unit. I think it'll come right after this banner.
So then, would you pose that maybe this might be the Saiyan Day festival stuff?
Which
I know,
Oh.
I know that,
that's what-
it was
saying
somebody who
that.
said that in the
I
chat.
didn't even think about that.
But
That'd be
that's the
really
thing
good.
too, is that if they do these as the Saiyan Day, what does JP get?
Yeah, no, that's the other thing. Yeah,
Unless they
that's-
get oh my god. So what if
yes.
what if we got these for Saiyan Day and JP got Kaioken Blue Goku?
Oh, that'd be fucking fire, dude.
I
that'd be
think,
so
I think
cool.
that would raise the JP shaft so bad though. If we got a dual Dokkenfest with tickets and discounts and 3+1s, and they get
Kaioken
Blue
Goku.
I mean, kind of can Blue Goku real good.
He's a great unit. Don't get me wrong, but he's not as good as these two.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
Well, like if you look at value of the two banners
The
combined,
value.
Yeah.
what would be the second banner that they
But
would
then,
have?
okay, but then this will make up for all the global shaft people keep fucking talking about.
Nothing will ever make up for all the global shaft people keep talking about, because they keep talking about it even though it doesn't exist.
Yeah, I agree. That's true.
I mean, in all honesty, like that's a possibility that we get these for Saiyan Day, but JP would have to figure out something for their Saiyan Day to like counterbalance like global getting
we go.
these.
They just don't get a Saiyan Day.
Ooh.
Right. That's I see that.
That's the easiest way to solve it, and then hashtag
you
JP
can't-
Shaft starts.
Yeah, hashtag JB Shaft. Good.
So new Jiren possibly on Saiyan Day.
Yeah,
I hope not.
I don't think you're gonna see Saiyan Day be anything that's. There's not gonna be any difference between the celebrations between JP and Global on Saiyan Day.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain that there won't be any difference between the two celebrations.
Yeah. So
At least not in terms of banners and events.
Who
I
knows? Maybe JP will just get all new banner that we
That's
have
true.
no idea anything about, and then we'll
Right,
get that later.
and then the global shaft crying will be real.
That could very be true.
I mean, either way, it seems like either we get the same stuff or somebody's gonna cry Shaft.
Yeah.
Which is why you would see us get exactly the same stuff.
Yeah. I mean, but even,
I mean, it
but
was
e-
basically the same stuff last year too.
but at the same time, like, there have been controversial decisions made between like two different, both of these versions of the game that have been, in essence, cries for Shaft.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just one of those things to where we don't know, because right now the only unknown is Saiyan Day. That's the only unknown that we know of at this point. Like, otherwise, like it's gonna be the same stuff in the same order, just about. There will probably be surprises, like especially for global, but in my personal opinion, like the roadmap is about the same except for Saiyan Day, and that's where the excitement factor rolls in, because we're like, what's gonna come out? What's gonna make me spend my stones before 5th year?
Is this what JP feels like? You know, because we have no idea what's going to come up. JP never.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No
I mean,
idea.
And I don't think it feels like that in JP for JP players, because they've never had the opportunity to expect what's coming. You know, it's just been whatever the game releases is what they get. That feeling of us not knowing and having that extra excitement, I think it's excitement for us because we always know what's coming.
Yeah.
Maybe not necessarily in what order, but we know something is coming. Only at the times when we get a global exclusive, which we never know when we're getting a global exclusive.
Yeah.
But Saiyan Day, something like this, that's a dual celebration, and the download celebration. Those I think are where our speculation on global gets us super excited because it's really the only time we have no idea. We know something's coming. We don't know what's coming. What could it be? I'm so excited. I want to know.
We're like little children. You know, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
We're like, just give us stuff.
It's Christmas Eve, and Mom and Dad have handcuffed us to the beds because they know we're little bastards.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely something to think about for the time coming. Honestly, I think we may get some information when we come back next week for the podcast. We'll probably get some sort of information about Saiyan Day. I would not doubt it.
If not by next week, I would say by the 25th of February, we'll at least have some sort of rumor mill flowing, at least through the Twitter community.
Yeah, true. It'll either be next week or the week after we'll get information. So...
What if they just don't say anything? It's like day of, they're like, boom.
Yeah.
It's very rare for them to do that. It's a poor marketing decision for them to do that, but it wouldn't put it past me. Like, I wouldn't put it past them at all. Like, to just drop something, like totally stealth drop something.
Yeah.
But I do think we have enough evidence to say that there is, outside of Saiyan Day and the stuff we already know from Japan, I think there is enough that something global exclusive is going to come. I would like to correct something I said earlier. I said right before the 4-year we got Broly and Gobros. Mm-hmm. I forgot about Kid Goku. Kid Goku was immediately before the 5-year. Mm-hmm. So what if we have Cooler, then whatever Saiyan Day is, then the Dual Dokkan Festival, then something global exclusive, and then right before the 5-year we get 13. The only reason I'm thinking we might not get 13 right before the 5-year is because he's not hype enough to be Trap. Kid Goku is at least popular enough back then. Like Kid Goku from Dragon Ball Z could have been popular enough to summon some, to siphon some stones. I don't think Android 13 is going to be.
No. Kid Goku's amazing. He's a really good unit.
I just need the Kid Goku event to come back so I can actually like farm up his SA because I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, guys, a lot to think about for the future. For this next part of the discussion, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the music because this is I wouldn't say a serious topic, but it's definitely something to where like it's one of those things we want you guys to truly listen to what we have to say on this, because this is some stuff that has come up a lot, I would say, recently because of how 5th year is and because how re-rolling works and how account transfers work and such. A lot of people ask me in streams like, how do these, like, if I do giveaways, like, how do these accounts work? And Alec, being somebody who's been kind of researching this a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and forward it to you to kind of lead this discussion. I know that's little bit off the wire when we usually do hostings, but I feel like with all three of us here, you're the one who's most knowledgeable about this stuff when it comes to the last week.
Yeah. So I'd say it was Wednesday of last week, I decided that one of the things we should talk about in relationship to the factual existence of this game are bots and mods. This week we're going to talk about bots, specifically one bot. We will not be giving out information on how to get these bots. Just know that you can. If your Google foo is good, you can figure it out yourself. You don't need us for that. We don't necessarily endorse the use of these bots. Keep in mind that these are against the terms of service. While people generally do not get banned for using the bots, there are instances that I've heard of where people have used the bot, lost access to their account, tried to go through the account recovery, and were denied because of clear times on their account, being what Bandai called an anomaly. So the first thing we've got pulled up here, this is how the bot works. These are commands. I know there's like an Android version. I didn't play with that. I did all this on my PC because I feel much more comfortable using a PC on software that I don't necessarily trust. Um, so how the bot works, you load it up, you can create a new account, you can transfer your account. I really suggest never using something like this with your main account, especially if you spend money. But you can see those commands there, like stage, keys, area, Zenny. Those all are commands that you type in, and it executes the command. So like, let's say you want to finish all of your quest mode. You type finish quest. This could be fresh account. In fact, this is what I did. I got it. I logged into the bot. I made a brand new account. I typed finish quest. It goes through and it plays every quest stage, every difficulty. You clear it all. And then I went through, I typed Dragon Balls. What that does is it goes through and it does all of the missions to collect the Dragon Balls and allows you to make wishes. And then I typed, I think it was the finish all command, which finish all does is it's like finish quest, except for it literally does everything in the game so long as you have a team built that can go into it. So things like the weekend event is not going to work because on the weekend you need like certain specific types of teams and those teams change per thing. It doesn't work for Super Battle Road if you don't have the actual team. So like if you don't have a team of Pure Saiyans, it won't run that Pure Saiyan Super Battle Road. And then for Ultimate Clash, obviously you have to have enough units, and when you start a fresh account, there's not enough units, so it didn't do Ultimate Clash for me either. But it did do every EZA in the game up to level 30. It cleared Legendary Goku. It cleared stories. It cleared quest, all with 1 or 2 units on the team. You know, so, and there's literally dozens of commands here, or a couple dozen commands here, and all kinds of different ways to do things with this bot. You can sell all of your Hercule statues at once by just typing sell Hercule. There's some really nice convenience things in here, but you know, that is neither here nor there, because just keep in mind that this is against the TOS. While these are nice features, you do risk issues with your account. Okay. So that's just all the commands. There's just a ton of them. Really what you guys want to see is the next picture. So I transferred from the bot to a Nox app. I have the information for both up on the screen. You can see, compare my stone count on the left towards the bottom to the stone count in the actual game image. The name is the same, all of that stuff. When I finished the farming that I did, I had 1,439 stones. Everything in the game was complete except for Super Battle Road and Ultimate Clash. So yeah, this is how people do that. When you hear about your farmed accounts and people, you know, selling accounts and whatnot, like fresh, or you know, new farmed account, whatever, $5 gets you 1,400 stones, whatever. This is what they're doing. They're using a bot, maybe not this particular Blade 5 or whatever it's called, but they're using a bot to generate the account. Basically, they let the scripts run the commands, the computer plays, it can't lose, you know. So, and then they sell what is essentially 45 minutes of doing nothing. Like seriously, you type in finish all and you walk away. You don't have to come back. You don't have to interact with it. It plays the game completely through for you. And people are making money off of this. They're making money off of people who are too lazy to go to Google and type in Dokkan bot. I mean, seriously, it's free. Don't spend money on botted accounts. Just don't. And again, I don't endorse bots. I mean, if this is what you want to do, if you want to have this, I'm hesitant to call it cheating, but at the same time it is, because it is against the rules. It's against the TOS. Just, this is such a gray area, and part of me is uncomfortable talking about it just because of our position being ambassadors for Dokkan, kind of. Like, we're not sponsored, we're not affiliated with Bandai in any way, shape, or form.
No.
But all three of us use Dokkan as our way of being on Twitch. You know, we all have other stuff that we do too, but Dokkan is really kind of our primary thing. It's really the draw for our audience. And as we saw late last year with all of the SR friends that kept showing up, and the friend system was really negatively affected by bots, bots can be a very poisonous element to any gacha game.
Mm-hmm.
So really kind of weigh your own thoughts and feelings on that. I'm not going to pass judgment either way. What you want to do is what you want to do. I think the scummy thing with bots are people who make botted accounts and sell them, or people who make botted accounts and give them away and do not tell people that it's a botted account. I'm totally cool if you want to make a botted account and you want to do it as a giveaway, but let people know it's a botted account.
Mm-hmm.
It's only fair.
Yeah, and that's where, in a sense, my standpoint kind of ties in. It's like those things where, you know, you see the commercials on TV where it's drink responsibly. That's kind of how this is. Obviously, it's not going to kill you to have one of these accounts, but for somebody who does giveaways for botted accounts, my main goal is to let people know that when I'm giving away these accounts, these should not be used as main accounts. These should be used as like test accounts, trying out stuff, and I give them away. If people use them as mains, my only concern for you guys that use these as mains is do not put money on them and do not go into World Tournament with them. And the reason being is because, like we spoke about, Bandai is not going to help you get this account back if you lose it. So if you get banned from World Tournament and say, I was unjustly banned, they're going to look at the account and be like, well, there's an anomaly on here that, you know, shows that you've been, you know, exploiting. We're going to go ahead and, you know, tell you no. And it goes the same for people who use the Nox emulator. Like me, I run a risk of if my account gets lost somehow, some way, which I don't think it will because now I have it linked to Facebook. If I lose that account and, you know, they see that I use the Nox emulator, or they see that anomaly because of the fact I use the Nox emulator on my account, I'm screwed. You know,
I can actually be a first-hand witness to that as well. My previous account that I played for 3.5 years, literally thousands of dollars put into it, stolen on Christmas Day of 2018. I was streaming at the time. Well, not at the time that it was stolen, but I was streaming around that time, you know. And when I contacted Bandai for help, they said that their records show that I had used an emulator to access the game, and that was against the terms of service, and they refused to help me get my account back.
You know.
So I don't know how they know. I don't know if maybe, like, just on the off chance this one dude at Bandai who answered my ticket happened to see my stream. I don't know. But I do know that the email says, due to using a device outside of the terms of service, we deny your request for help.
Yeah. Which I will say, like, on my end, I think it's BS that they do that, because some people, they can't play these games on their phone because of some sort of restriction or something. However, that's their rules, and we have to play by them. So when it comes to these types of accounts, guys, like, that's why in my giveaways I tell you, you know, be safe with this account, because you may not have it, you know, later on down the road. And if you lose it, Bandai's going to be like, well, tough shit, you know.
Tough titties.
Exactly. We are not saying, like, don't use these accounts. We're just saying, like, be responsible with them and know the risks of these accounts. We're not going to be the ones to tell you what bot to use. We're not going to be the ones to give you links. We're not going to be the ones that give you this type of stuff so that you guys do it. But we're going to tell you the risks and challenges that you face when you do these. So,
well, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't think you should use them. I did this. I gave away accounts once a week to people on the stream, right? And I don't know. I don't like it, man. I think it's scummy. Kind of defeats the whole point of the game. Of course, this is my own personal. I don't have, you know. This is the whole point of the podcast. We have different views, right? So this is my personal view. I don't like bots. I think the bots are scummy. Whatever you want to do, that's up to you. It's your game, your life, totally on your own. But I personally just don't like it. I think it's bad for Dokkan. I think it's bad for the community. I think it's bad Twitch to be like, we give away these accounts like it's fucking cool. Like, I don't like that at all. I'm 100%. I did it at first without understanding the repercussions, and that was my bad to myself. But I don't recommend it. No.
It's one of those things. I think it's only me on the podcast group that does these giveaways. I do them very infrequently, and what I mean by that is it's like once every blue moon I do a couple giveaways, because it's hype train, and to be honest, like I'm gonna sound like a douchebag for this, and if people judge me for it, it's fine. I understand. It's free content. It's absolutely free content. Because
whoring yourself out for content.
Hey, I'm trying to make I'm on the grind, but no, the way I see it is that it's hype for the banners. Obviously, like I did a 5th year giveaway, and it was hype. There was people here. People were talking about 5th year, and even some of the people that would get the accounts, they'd be like, "I'm gonna give this to somebody else," because I already have an account, blah blah blah. With my community in the sense, like we've been very good about it, but when I say infrequently, I only do it for maybe like 2 to 3 account giveaways. They're massive stones, and it's for big celebrations. I don't go like to the extent of some content creators on Twitch that do every single banner like 15 giveaways, and then they're like, okay, well here's this account. Like I feel as though that's way too much, and I feel that's saturating the market with, again, so many botted accounts.
Yeah.
And that in of itself makes some of the stuff not fun. So, like,
Yeah,
I understand the frustrations for everybody that don't do these.
Yeah,
but
which I'm not saying like I judge anybody less for doing it.
Right.
Like,
I think
whatever, dude. Like I don't care.
I think our
it's just my personal
points
stuff.
are all pretty similar. That we don't suggest you do it, but we are aware of the fact that it's out there. And I feel like we would be remiss in the duty that we're trying to serve to the Dokkan community if we don't at least address it.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that we got all the heavy stuff out of the way, all of the warnings, I do want to take a second and tell you about some of the stupid crap you can do with this. Okay, so as you can see on the screenshot up there, this team consists of SR Tech Krillin, the one that you have up right now, yeah, and the free-to-play Android 13. The next screenshot, I used that team. Go ahead and go to the next one. To clear Legendary Goku 7 times. Done.
Yeah.
So I had all of the tickets, or 5 times, or whatever it is, however many. It's hilarious, like the stuff that you could do. And if we go to the last screenshot, you guys will see all of the Kais that, well, not all of them, but a screenshot and then a number at the bottom. All of the Kais I got from clearing the EZAs. And at this point, I don't think I had cleaned up the box, so there were more Kais and other units sitting in the gift box. Normally, what will happen when you're trying to go through and do that, if you're doing EZAs and you get a Kai that puts you above your character limit, it makes you stop, it makes you sell, it makes you get within your character limit or raise your character limit. For some reason, with the bot, you can farm every EZA and those extra Kais just go to your gift box.
Yep.
I don't know how they do it. It's clearly not an actual function of the game. So in and of itself right there shows you that it's modifying how the game works, which is absolutely against the TOS.
Oh yeah.
But that being said, I think I ended up with like, between all of the farmable units that it picked up, the Kais and the Hercule statues and stuff, I think I ended up at something like 430 out of 250 characters.
Yeah.
So I mean, and unless you want to burn all those Kais that you got, you've got to burn Dragon Stones to get your box back up if you want to be able to play the account again.
Yeah.
Yep. So
benefits and negatives, blah 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 blah. But I just wanted to point out that you can do some really really stupid stuff, like 2-unit Legendary Goku with SRs.
Yeah.
Killing it.
Now, if you are thinking about using a bot, just keep in mind that, like we said earlier, you could lose access to your account. If you do, they may not help you. None of that is guaranteed. It's not you're going to lose access to your account. They're not going to help you. If you lose access to your account, there is a chance they will not help you. Because I've heard of a lot of people who have had bots, have used bots, and they've still gotten their accounts recovered as well.
Yeah.
I think it really comes down to the individual service agent at Bandai or Akatsuki or whoever does it, that it's kind of their call, you know. But yeah, I mean, as far as bots go, you guys, the botting community is a real thing. A lot of them are really nice people. I spent a lot of time this week talking to several people about the bot, about, you know, why it's there, why they think it's there, why they use it. And a lot of people told me that it comes down to time. As we've talked about before, there is a lot of stuff that you can invest time into in this game. And a lot of people who enjoy the game aren't Twitch streamers who do it for content. They're not YouTubers who do it as a full-time job. They're normal 9-to-5 people. Some of them have 2 jobs. Some of them have families. Some of them have more responsibilities than the rest of us. So for them, it's a matter of time and convenience. That doesn't dissuade from the fact that it is against the rules of the game. I think, as a collective, the Global Gang podcast do not endorse bots or mods. I think each of us individually kind of have the same, you know, feeling. Trevor's obviously a little more, absolutely not, just don't do it. I don't like it at all. I'm more of the do what you do, just be aware of the risks, and I think that's where Tystra is as well. But I will say that I do think this particular program, or I shouldn't say this particular program, I do think bots are a poison on gacha games. We've already, the immediate ramification that we saw when bot really exploded, when it first became free, was the influx of crap friends. And that really brought down the quality of the gameplay for a lot of people, you know? So I'm going to pass no judgment on anybody who wants to use a bot. I just wanted to make sure that, as dutiful servants to the community, that the Global Gang podcast addresses the reality of things that are out there. What you guys choose to do from here on out, whether you want to go and try to find this bot or not, that's on you. Just please don't ask any of us to help you do it.
Exactly. It's while we may have differing opinions on certain things, the one thing that we can say is we do not want people to get a hold of these bots and abuse them. Because it's one of those things to where, like, we've seen the ramifications of what goes on with accounts that aren't used, the burner accounts and such. It's one thing to have people who get those accounts from, like, either, you know, giveaways that people do or whatever, and they use those accounts for, you know, whatever they want to do, you know, and they actually, like, change up their friends and such like that. It's another thing for people who have these botted accounts and just make thousands of them just to oversaturate the market of friends. Like, that's what kills the game. It's one of those things, like Alex said, you know, we have differing opinions, but the overall thing is, it's your account, do what you want, but understand the ramifications of what you're doing. So,
yeah. Anyways, I guess a good time to segue into the final part of our show.
That is true.
Yeah. So we're down into, it's question and answer time, guys. We've talked about a lot of stuff today. If you guys have any questions about what we talked about, or if you have any other questions that you guys want to talk about, go ahead and ask them in here. You can also jump into the Discord. Trevor, is that?
Yeah,
our Discord? Yep. So that's the Global Gang Discord right there. Trevor just linked. You guys can leave questions in there. We'll try to answer those in Discord if we can, or if we feel like it's a really good question, we'll bring it on into the live stream the next time we do it, so we can dig into it in depth.
Exactly.
But basically, this part of the show belongs to you guys.
And don't be afraid to ask any types of questions when it comes to Dokkan, because we have a varying list of people here, and honestly, we're here to help you guys when it comes to Dokkan answering questions or anything like that. So if you feel like a question shouldn't be asked it anyway. We'll do what we can. Put the link again. Yeah.
Discord link again. There we go.
Trevor with the linkage. I'm actually gonna take that link really quick, and I'm going to make a command while we're waiting for some questions. So.
Yeah. No. Does nobody have any questions?
It may take a little bit. Let's see. We gotta get. There we go.
Questions?
What feature would you like to see improved in Dokkan? Thanks, Tyren. For me personally, I would like to see. It's kind of a split for me. I really want the weekend events, the hero extermination events or whatever. I want those to be upgraded so they're not quite as bad. I mean, I'm actually done with them. I don't need to farm up anything more for like my LRs or whatever. But that's a pain in the butt grind. And then I think the other thing, and I think almost everybody will agree with this, is World Tournament needs something.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think they're asking more like features like a game mechanic, not really like event or something.
Oh, friend list. We need a much better friend system. The number of times that I want, like, Trevor and I are very similar in the fact that we like to do weird things, you know?
Yeah.
And the
you
friend
guys
system
freaking weirdos.
is such a freaking hindrance of trying to do weird challenges. Like, if they would just let it be like, you can take an exact duplicate of your leader as your friend for 0 friend points, I would be perfectly fine with that.
Oh yeah.
See, for me, like, one of the, like, I love those features too, and I'd love to see those improved or fixed. The one that I would honestly like to see is, like, almost like, how do I explain it? Almost like the Familia system from the Danmachi game. Like, I would love to see something like that in Dokkan. I think that, you know, we have our friends list and such like that. But what if we also had, like, some sort of, like, you know, group clan-esque type of thing. I know it doesn't really work well in a Dokkan-esque type of game where it's all like there's no PvP, but I think with that type of thing you could join and help out at, like, you know, your friends, and you get exclusive rewards for like free-to-play players and such, or something that you don't get from summons, or something along the lines where you can get rewards for being a part of a, like, active clan on Dokkan. So I think that would be something to be really cool to think about.
And then you have like,
oh, go ahead.
Events like tied in with that, like, so, because, you know, like Call of Duty, for example, which is probably the best comparison, but they have clans in that game. And if you're in a clan and you have the app, there's these like clan quests, like missions, and you get so many kills for your clan. You know, like, so they could do, like, if your guild or clan or whatever on Dokkan clears this many Dokkan events, you know, deals this many Easy A, you know, events or something like that, you know, you get this reward. I think that'd be cool.
Okay, so kind of to piggyback and build off of what you guys are saying, because I actually, and in there they actually have guilds, and the gacha element of that game is equipment, of varying levels. So if you are in a guild, you can request gear from your guildmates of common or rare quality. Now, take that, put it into Dokkan. How nice would it be if you're sitting here and you're an Elder Kai away from awakening a unit, and there's no Elder Kais in the Baba shop, to just reach out to your guild and be like, hey, somebody got an Elder Kai?
That would be sick, actually. That'd be a really cool way to, like...
It wouldn't be game breaking, it wouldn't be trading the gacha aspect of the game, you wouldn't be trading cards, but I think awakening items, support items, those kind of things could be a resource that you could use to help your guildmates.
You could donate Zenny, training items, all that type of stuff. Stuff that's minuscule compared to...
stuff that doesn't cost Bandai money.
Yeah. That's why I don't think they'll ever add, like, a dupe training system. Like, I know that Tyrenda, saying a trading system, they will never add something like that. That would kill
No.
Dokkan.
Yeah, that I mean,
Yeah.
all you need is truth.
Yeah,
Yep.
literally, Truth would
all
just
you
donate
need to
everything.
do is be friends with Truth, and then Truth, being as popular as he is, says, yeah, you can have this LR. I will, if you're a Patreon, you can have. I will trade you LR. Or sure, you can have this LR for $5. You know, there's so much abuse in that system.
And I mean, we just talked about bots and how easy it is to like farm LR, rainbowed LRs and stuff like that. You can just you just farm. Okay, this bot didn't give me. I'll do another bot run. Oh, that one didn't give me. Okay, do another bot run. And then you just okay, cool. Now I have all these super dope units, and I'm just gonna trade for money. I'm just gonna sell them away to people. That would be more toxic than the bots themselves. Like it's already toxic, and now we're throwing in more toxicity.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to completely shoot down your idea. It's just that we can see the abuse of it, because we already see the way people abuse systems that aren't really in the game already. I mean, the bot system, selling the botted accounts, or people on the Reddits that are involved in trade circles, trade this account for this account and this account, always trying to trade up. These people aren't fans of the game. They're very well could be, and most likely are, fans of the intellectual property itself. But they're not playing the game for the joy of the property or the joy of the game itself. They're just trying to get the biggest EP out there. Exactly. And as long as somebody like Truth and Nolar and Garesh exist, sorry, but y'all gonna measure a little short.
Yeah, and I mean, you say there could be restrictions, but I don't think there's any they could never put on a where it'd be fair for somebody's still gonna be the one who's ahead of.
Yeah, exactly. Like honestly, like I think for the most part everybody sees that any type of summonable unit being able to be traded would hurt. The only thing that I could say that might be a little fair is like maybe prime battles are traded. Like if you're missing a certain prime battle, but even then that's still a little
even then
iffy.
You're gonna have somebody like me who's an absolute no-lifer who sees that, oh, you want your prime battle Vegeta in the next 2 weeks? All right, give me $20 and I'll make it happen.
Exactly,
That's true, exactly. That's what I mean.
Cause you can limit it as much as you want in-game. The game is not contained to in-game. The community exists outside of the restrictions inside the app itself, and the community will find a way to abuse any sort of advantage they can find. In fact, our discussion today about bots proves they don't even need an advantage that exists, they'll create one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people with bots, they'll just make a couple of bots, be friends with that, and then make the trade, so it's very true.
Yeah, I think this whole trading system is just a shutdown. In general, I don't think there's any way that it could be fair.
Yeah, I mean, there's, I don't know, like, I can see how inside the game it would work, but after spending a week with a community of people who don't care about the rules of the game, I definitely see how it's going to be abused.
Yeah.
And I think really, for the health of the game, they have to do as little as possible that allows people to abuse the game.
Yep.
So.
I mean, okay. Warframe is a good example of this. Free-to-play game, right? Items, that you can sell for in-game currency, or you can sell it for the premium currency, so in this like Dragonstones, right? But you can actually trade that to other players, right? So they just make, like, the rarer the item is, the higher the platinum amount, which is their premium currency, it will sell for. And the price is literally determined on the market of, like, whoever wants to buy it. So if you say, oh, this is 1,000 platinum, it's 1,000 platinum. If they want to sell it for that, that's up to them, but platinum costs real money to buy, right? So they're not giving them real money, but they have to spend money to get that thing that's free. It's free, but since, you know what I mean? Like, they took the time to farm it, took time out of their lives, and now they're selling it for money. You know what I mean?
I think LBB has a good question there. How about exchanging units for red, gold, or blue coins?
That could Okay.
I think it's better than Baba points.
That's true.
It's
But
just a matter of whether or not you get GameStop prices for it.
Yeah, it would. That's where Ray has a point. Like, you wouldn't. I wouldn't expect them to give us like 100 red coins for like a Dokkenfest unit. Like, that'd be kind of crazy. But I could see maybe 5 red coins per like unit you want to turn in for, you know, coins instead. Like, having multiple options for turning in an SSR that you already have like duped or rainbowed or whatever. Like, I think that is something that would be really cool to add and would make the grind for units that you want to get more tolerable.
Exactly, and it'd be like you summon, maybe the summon's on a waste now because you can. It could have been just enough coins, you know.
Right, and then on top of that, like if they like, I think the most generous they could possibly be in a system like that is 10%. So like, Dokkenfest exclusive LRs are 500 red coins. So the most I could see them ever giving you is 50, and even that I feel is incredibly generous.
Oh yeah, because all you would need is, let's say you rainbowed that, like, let's say you would only need to get, let's say 10 of those like dupes, and you can get a like featured unit you didn't have before.
Exactly. And I think like Ray just said in there 10 SSRs for a coin or 5 coins. Or 10 SRs. I don't think I think if they did implement a system like that, it would have to be units that show up on the banners. And that would kind of suck. Because the only way you'd be able to get blue coins then is either to trade in the support units or Elder Kais.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's
there's a lot that they could do with it though.
Yeah, and it'd be cool. Another way to get coins besides summons. It was always cool.
Tyrenda with another question. What is the one quality of life feature you would like to see in Dokkan?
Okay, without going like super crazy here, like super deep wish listing it, I want them to fix when you're awakening EZA units. Like, if you put the medals in and it doesn't make it so their max level goes up, don't ask me to go train the damn unit. Just ask me if I want to awaken more. I just find that annoying.
Yeah, I hate having to, you know, like I have to go to it and I have to find them again, you know, and then I gotta hold and I gotta, okay, now I want to train, all right, now levels, now I gotta go, then I gotta go back to the trainings.
It's not like it's a huge thing, and the amount of time it would save you is very nominal, but it would make the process feel better. And I think the way the game feels is almost as important as the way the game plays.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Make EZA cost less Zinni. I mean, realistically, they don't cost that much Zinni. You know, I'm a new player and I don't have a whole lot of Zinni, but I still don't think they cost that much Zinni.
I've Extreme Z awakened 11 characters in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, didn't we say it's like 30 mil?
I don't remember how much it was.
It's 30 to 40 mil for the main units.
I was at a $500 million, and now I'm just under 200 million, I think. So I mean, I've done other stuff well, but I don't think Zenny's really that terrible to get. If you can clear some EZAs pretty easily, you get a ton of Zenny from that.
Yeah.
Not only
that, EZAs can pay for themselves.
Not only that, but Galactic Crisis is back out, which is very good for Zenny farming. You can get up to 4 different Hercule statues, and they all range from the 250,000 mark to 1 million for each Hercule statue. So that's definitely worth the grind, to be honest, in my opinion.
And you know, if you use a bot, you make it a lot easier.
Oh my God! Stop.
Kidding.
Oh my God.
What are you talking about, Ray? I don't understand the question. Statement. It'd be nice to exclude units that when you're doing what? Because you can have an unawakened slot when you sort in the.
Yeah, you can slot out only units that can be awakened.
Yeah, that's a.
Oh, so like when you're searching through.
Yeah, like if you go into your team list, like where you can pick like categories and stuff, if you scroll down just a little bit more, you can just hit available or unavailable, on Dokkan Awaken,
okay.
and it sorts out all of your characters. It'll only show you characters that have Dokkan Awaken available,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
or
You
that
are.
have an Awakening, and not necessarily Dokkan Awakenings, because it shows your Z Awakenings as well.
I didn't know that. I will have to do that.
It does. Yeah.
Skipping summons would be good. I don't know. I think half of the fun of Dokkan when you're doing summons is the animations and getting hype for them.
I mean, having the option, I really don't think is a bad thing. Options are never bad. So if there are people who, like, for me, I would skip my summoning animation at every friend.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's nothing there. I would never skip my summoning animations on in summon.
Yeah.
But I don't know if necessarily a Baba all option at the end of a multi, but maybe like a, you know, highlight each unit and then you can send a Baba.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I think that would be a bit better.
With the power creep we have been having recently in EZAs on DFE, what do you think the OG PBLRs should get an event to be on par with the recent ones and make them reliable again? Honestly, like, the only one that I don't really see as semi-reliable is the Goku, and even then that's kind of pushing it.
I mean, this is getting into a discussion for just Dokkan units in general that are old, that have base stat raises instead of percentage based, which we all know percentage is better. And that was been a point of the game where percent would have been really broken. I guess they didn't think of that ahead of time or something. I don't know, but they need to rework the. I don't think they need like an event. I think they just need to rework the card in general. That's what I think. And they need to do that for everybody. I think they need to take all the cards that have straight up stat raises and just change it to percentages.
I don't see them doing like an extreme Z area for Prime battles. I mean, if that's hinting at there. I think if they do ever update the Prime battles, which I don't think they have, it'll just be some sweeping change. They'll work it into some celebration, and you know, we're just changing this unit, kind of like they did with the Gohan Super Attack.
Yeah, and it's probably not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be like you want it to. I don't think they're gonna be like, oh, because Cell is you get 20,000 attack when he does his Ultra again, right? And they're in attack down status. I don't think it's gonna be like it's gonna be the exact same stat, just in a percent version. It's not gonna make it better.
Well, if they make it a percent in and of itself, it'll end up being better.
Well,
because that percent adds into everything else. But it's not gonna be like attack and plus 70 or plus like 80%. It's gonna be something like attack and defense plus like 50%.
Yeah.
Because these are free units available to everybody that, in all honesty, don't require that much effort to get. They require time, and they require you to do a really irritating grind. But if you even compare that to the friend summonable LRs, still better.
Yeah.
Because you have to fight through the friend summons to try to get copies of the unit, and then you have to get so many of them awakened, and then you have to blah 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 blah. Everything you have to do with a Prime Battle LR is contained to one event.
Yep.
It's simple, it's easy, it's just time consuming.
Simple, easy, free to play. Done.
Yeah. 100% button for potential, or sorry, the one before that. One thing I want to take out is the diamond background. Honestly, like, the diamond background is kind of like tacky, but even still, like, once the equipment or sticker option comes in, that's not going to be an issue.
Well, I mean, the diamond background still exists after the sticker.
Well, yeah, but the sticker makes it look better. So,
what I think, and I have no evidence to back this up with, this is just Dokkan Grandpa spewing off at the mouth, yelling at clouds. I think the diamond background is supposed to represent the foil cards you get in a physical card game. It's supposed to be that same kind of like, ooh, look at my special card thing.
Ooh, shiny.
It's just on digital with the animation behind it. It does look incredibly tacky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's kind of Dokkan's thing at this point. Like, I know in the like, we'll talk about mods next week or next month or whatever. We're gonna talk about it again. There's a mod for that to take away the background. But I don't know. I think it kind of takes. I don't know. It's maybe I'm just like a Dokkan fanboy, and no matter what Dokkan does, I love which is true. But I don't know, man. The background's part of Dokkan, it's part of me, and I don't.
And I'm not saying I dislike the diamond background. It's their aesthetic art choice. I don't.
Yeah.
If I was making the game, I probably wouldn't. But I don't. I don't think it's as bad as that section of the community makes it out to be. But I can understand why it bothers people.
Yeah.
I mean, just make an option to where you can change legends up. You're done.
Yeah, I think honestly that would be a good idea because I would love to see something like that, to where you could
Legends
either
art
have.
is amazing.
Oh yeah, Legends art is phenomenal.
Yeah.
All bad gameplay aside, Legends
Yeah.
art is amazing.
Their art is fire.
Yeah. Which is funny because it's basically the same artist in both games.
Yeah, but they actually have the backgrounds and all that, so.
Yeah. They just. I mean, it's just their processing of it is different. Plus, Legends is HD and Dokkan isn't.
Yeah.
Please make Dokkan HD.
I
I need high quality bubbles to pop. Damn it.
Yeah.
100% button for the potential system. I could agree with that to an extent, but it's a little difficult when you have to choose between like additionals, crits, and
Okay,
Yeah.
dodge.
so you push a button that says fill all, and it fills them all, and then it goes through and it prompts you for each one of those. I mean, it's a pretty simple thing to kind of build
Yeah.
out. you
Yeah,
know?
I could see.
Well,
that.
maybe they revamp the whole hidden potential system as it is. Maybe instead of giving you the 21 total, whatever, or 20, what is it, 24 total? You know, like 21 in some kind of attack, and then 3 of 8 if you want to do that or some shit, right? I don't know exactly what it is, but anyways, what if they just change that to where you can? It's like in most games there's like a point per point thing. Like you can add, you only have so many to allocate, right? And then you can add one at a time. You know, how cool would that be? I think that'd be cool.
I think that the presence of the equipment system tells us that they're not going to overhaul hidden potential anytime soon,
Yeah, you're about right.
because it's seriously baked into the exact same system, and it uses the same stats and the same bonuses and things.
Yeah.
I think the way that they have it set up right now is the way that they like, but I do like the quality life ideas of making it less annoying to fill up a unit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um.
I was gonna say something.
Yeah. My bad. I started talking over you. I'm sorry, Trevor.
Nah, it's too late. I'll never know now. It's gone.
Let us
There,
choose
then it was
what
gone.
units should be featured for the next banner once or twice a year. They can give us a list of certain units, and we can choose like I don't know 3.
Nah.
I see where you're going with on that, but in all honesty, like I don't think they'd ever let us do that, due to the fact that they already give us a lot of stones, but I mean they did. I
So-
think did they do that once?
Yeah, they kind of did. I mean, they've kind of done it sort of, you know, like with the voting for LRVB, voting for whether or not we got hit Kaler Khalifa as a Dokkan Fest unit.
I mean, yeah.
We've
that's-
had stuff like that, but determining what units are on a banner, I think they really have. They could. No, I don't want to be negative. I think they could do it. I really do, because I was about to say the reason why I don't think they would do it is because almost all of the banners are structured in some sort of theme. You know, like if it's a Vegeta banner, there's going to be a lot of Vegeta units, or Vegeta family units or something. Or if it's a Future Trunks banner, you're going to have like stuff from the Future Saga and stuff like that, or stuff from the Cell Saga. And I was going to say that might be a reason why they wouldn't do it, but just put out a list of like 8 characters, and from whatever theme they were thinking about working with, and we get to pick 2 or 3 of them, like the top 2 or 3 older units end up as featured in that banner. I actually kind of like that idea. The only thing is that the community itself is always going to rally around the most powerful units. So I think that's going to push us
Yeah.
to the point where we'll see.
Like, what if I wanted that other unit?
Yeah, like what if
That's for me?
take for example, let's say we're doing something with Tournament of Power, okay, and the options of the quote unquote older units include something like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, Jiren, Topo. Well, Topo's not Token Fest exclusive. Hit. Um, Angel Golden Frieza. You know, stuff like that. Okay. I've never pulled Angel Golden Frieza. Right? But 8 bajillion other people have, and 8 bajillion other people have him rainbowed. So I'm going to put my vote on Golden Frieza, and it's going to have like 0.06% of the vote. Whereas yet another Goku, Vegeta, or Fusion unit would get 60 to 90% of the vote. Because most people who follow the game, they're not going to vote for necessarily what cards are going to benefit them the most. They're going to vote for units that they like, characters that they like. Oh, this guy's really strong, I'm going to vote for him. It's going to be, oh, I really like Vegito. I really like Gogeta. I really like Goku. And banners will become the Goku and Vegeta show, just like Super is.
Yep. And I don't know, man. Like, I think I've only been playing for like, right? But I feel like the banners have pretty good versatility. I don't know what the term I'm looking for is. Like, girth?
More recently, yeah.
Reach? I don't...
agree.
You know, like, I'm getting all kinds of units, man.
Yeah, there's a good variety of units and banners now.
Yeah.
But let's take a look back. I mean, you said you're recent, so let's take a look back at 2008. Okay? We don't have to pull anything up for this because, you know, Grandpa remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Hey, back in my day.
So, we had a situation. Actually, we've had this situation twice. Once with Turles and once with Hit. Those units didn't come back for almost a year. Hit was a year. Did not come back on Global. And that was all of 2019. Turles released and didn't come back for 11 months.
Yeah, but then he was on every other banner after that.
Right, but again, that comes into when they were changing banners versus changing banners, which is why they're changing banners again.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, they do a fairly good job representing units. I think it becomes more of a matter when they structure the celebrations where the same units that are on those banners appear multiple times in a row. And really, that's more of something that happens to us on Global than what happens on JP. Because JP, they get their structure, you know, and they're set. And very rarely does Global throw in an exclusive unit that upsets their flow.
Yeah.
You know, whereas anytime Global gets an exclusive unit, we're interrupting 6 months of everything else going on.
Yeah.
So they just need to do better about how they position the order of the celebrations, I think, to space out some of those units. Because when you end up with, like, last year we had Evolution Vegeta for like 4.5 months.
Oh my god.
You know? Or transforming Goku and transforming Frieza for literally the first 8 banners that I was playing the game again. You know?
Yeah.
I think if they just, and I think that's why they're changing banners now, is to avoid stuff like that. And I think they've heard this complaint, and I think slowly but surely they're addressing it. Obviously, they could prove me wrong. Obviously, time could go on and they could completely bungle it up. But from what I've seen since, let's say, late November, I think they've heard this complaint, and I think they're addressing it.
Yeah. So, definitely some for the future. Like, maybe they might do something like that again. Last one from LDB, and then I want to say we'll answer the one from Ray, and then call it. LBB says, why not raise the percentage of Dokkenfests when you summon on a banner if you don't get them? And honestly, I could see that as a good thing, because take for example for me, because I played Don Machi Memory Freeze, and they have banners where you'll summon and you'll get a guaranteed 3-star, which is basically like an SR, but they're a lot harder to get. Then after that, when you do that summon, if you don't get a 4-star on top of that, they do a guaranteed 4-star right after that. So
that's pretty cool.
It's
so each summon incrementally better?
Basically, like, it's not each summon. It's like one summon you're guaranteed to at least get a 3-star. You could get a 4-star on top of that, but it's not guaranteed. But then the next summon right after that will be a guaranteed 4-star. but it's not guaranteed like feature, and then they'll go 3-star again, 4-star again, 3-star again, 4-star again. So it kind of interchanges. So something like, you know, first summon you're not guaranteed a Dokkan exclusive, second summon you're guaranteed a Dokkan exclusive, then kind of alternating could be beneficial, but at the same time I could see why they wouldn't do that, just because they would start not making as much money as they normally do.
Exactly. Then it would.
That's going to be the thing that stops all of it right there. And I was going to let you guys finish what you were saying, and then but the money.
Yeah, but the
All
money.
about the money.
Exactly.
You know, and I love the idea as a player of the game to make it easier to. Bandai hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wouldn't have any need for coins at that point then.
Yeah, the coin is your honestly the biggest amount of charity you're gonna get from Bandai when it comes to getting.
Yep.
So, and then Ray's question I think is actually really cool. Will we see LR UI Goku be a thing in 3 to 4 months?
Please God, no, dude.
Please God, no. We only have one UI Goku.
No.
Yes.
No, dude, I'm fucking done. I'm done. This is just me. This is just me paying my fucking 2 cents. But I'm fucking done with the goddamn saturation of fucking Gokus in this game. I am. I'm over it. I'm over it.
Well, welcome to Dragon Ball, bro.
Yeah, well, exactly. Welcome to Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super.
I mean, literally GT means Goku time.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. Like, they could have so many units need so much love, and not fucking Goku, dude. Like,
I know. I get it. I get it. Okay, so
I could make a full team of LR Gokus, bro. Easy.
I know. But that's the way it is. That's the way it is in literally any Dragon Ball game. Like, I've played the Dragon Ball Super card game, and every new set there's another Goku leader. Every single one. Yep. It's because he's hype. He is the main character. He's the biggest draw to the show. I'm not gonna say please God no on an LR UI Goku in the next 3 to 4 months. I am gonna say I doubt that it will happen. Because as we've covered, we kind of know what the next 3 to 4 months are going to look like, and I don't think I think you're not going to see anything related to an LR UI Goku until we get something related to Dragon Ball Super returning or the next Dragon Ball movie announcement. They've been pretty stingy on Super units coming to the game since Super has ended. They want to use those for larger events. They want to use those for more hype moments. So I think that in the next 3 to 4 months, I don't see it being a thing. In the next year, it depends on what news comes out of Japan for the future of Dragon Ball Super.
I definitely see a possibility. Like, it's a very, very low chance that we'll get a mastered UI Goku or a UI Goku in general. Whether it be a UR Dokkan Fest again or an LR, I don't see them coming in the next 3 to 4 months. Because let's put it like this: we are in the process of Buu Saga kind of going through again, because we just got the Goku, we got the Majin Vegeta. I see more of an LR Kid Buu coming out.
Please.
Yeah, I definitely I see that as a higher possibility than Mastered UI Goku or UI Goku in general. But I will say this: by next year, before, I would say probably before 6th year, I can see an LR UI Goku as like the celebration before Christmas, like what they did with Super Saiyan Kaioken Blue Goku.
Free-to-play Babidi unit, where the exchange mechanic he exchanges into Buu, and it's where Buu
yes!
face off.
Yes!
They'll never do it.
I want Babidi! Babidi has gotten the shaft.
He has. He
Right,
actually has no
Majin
units
Buu.
besides being Kid Buu.
Right, hello, Majin Buu.
Now, I'm not the truth in the sense that I believe every unit ever could be a Dokkan Fest exclusive or an LR. I don't see us getting some units. I don't see us getting a Babidi Dokkan Fest unit. I don't. Do I see us getting a Babidi unfeatured SSR? maybe.
I would
But
want that. Out of anything, I would want that at least.
Right. I don't see us getting anything like that's supposed to be hype for a unit like Babidi or for any of the units from Dragon Ball outside of maybe the World Tournament stuff that we talked about earlier, like the Goku versus Majunior stuff. Like, if you guys look back and you notice, outside of freaking Android 13, everything else is kind of revolved around something that's like really, I don't want to say hype, but at least popular. Android 13 squeezed in there because they're trying to cover all the movies, yet we presentation of Dr. Wheelo or Garlic Jr. And that is the hill that I will continue to die on. I'm just saying.
Yep.
If you are making a love letter to the Dragon Ball fans, you have to include representation from everything, even the stuff that sucks. I mean,
bull pow pow, bull pow pow, bull pow pow, bull pow.
I mean, I'm just saying, how great would it be to have an LR Fat Boo, right?
Yes.
And then his active skill is him getting really fucking pissed off. Smoke comes from his little holes, and he becomes Evil Boo. It would be fucking great.
Fat Boo doesn't become Evil Boo though.
It would...
Well, no, Fat Boo splits, and then
he splits.
Gray Boo shows up. So the active skill animation, Fat Boo splits, Gray
Fat
Boo shows up. Fat Boo splits, Gray Boo shows up, Gray Boo eats Fat Boo, becomes Pink Evil Boo.
Yeah.
Or you make the active skill to separate it out as an exchange, and then 2 turns later he can transform into
Super
Boo
yeah.
version.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
And then that one becomes Kid Boo. No, that's too much. That's too much stuff.
But no, like I definitely see an LR Kid Boo in the making, over anything else. And honestly, you know, my thing is
he has Fear and Faith. And he has Shattering the Limit, and he has Prepared for Battle. Done.
Freaking
3 key links. Let's go.
I can just imagine Trevor making a love letter to Bandai saying, "Dear Bandai, please put in LR Kid Boo. I have an idea for you."
Yep, here you go.
Dear Bandai,
you can hire me anytime.
Give me LR Kid Boo. I give you my firstborn.
Dude, for real. I mean, oh man, dude, I just love Majin Buu so damn much, guys.
Well, I love Fat Boo. Fat Boo is like my favorite Dragon Ball Z character.
All Boo. Boo is the general as a character is my.
Fat Boo's just so funny. Like, I love him.
Yeah.
He fights for
He's just
footy
so
cups.
Oh, can you imagine a new Fat Boo animation where he eats you, right? Like with the art style of now, right? Where he's just like, "Boo, angry," and then he shoots you with his fucking.
Turn you into candy.
It turns into candy, and dude, he's so good.
Do you like chocolate?
Yeah. Oh, or you know, I don't know.
Dude, that was really good.
Yeah, Majin Buu is one of my favorite voices to impersonate.
Nice.
My favorite thing is when he's doing his little bounce thing with his arms. He's like, "Me gonna eat you up! Me gonna eat you up!"
Yeah.
You know.
Good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
My favorite line from that entire saga is the interaction when the girl calls Boo ugly. What ugly? It means you're frightened small children. I just love it. I love it.
Oh man. Oh, but
we could have like a Babidi with like Dabura, right? Because because it's kind of like, you know how we have Paragus and Broly, right? Paragus is the main of that card, but he uses Broly to attack. Why couldn't they have like a Babidi with Dabura and then Dabura as the attacker?
yeah.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with fucking that, man.
Or if we don't want to give any more representation to Dabura because we just had it, it could be a Babidi that has Boo attack for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
but Hercule already has that, and I don't care.
See,
Yeah,
Babidi already has a thing. It's pa-pa-da-pa-pa!
I love that. I love that.
Oh,
He could be a good support unit. Yeah, he really could.
Majin
Alright.
Buu Saga's
High
a
chance to
support.
stun.
So,
High chance to stun. Medium chance to seal. Done.
alright.
+4. Attack and defense plus 100%.
Time to
It's
Okay, yeah, we're
moving on.
it's time to stop.
Yeah, we're
No,
not too
it's-
far.
Actually, I was gonna say it's time for special announcement.
Yes, it is time for the special announcement. So, You guys, Alec, what do you got? For
So I've got
specials?
my normal streams, Wednesday through Friday, 1 o'clock Central, doing Dokkan Battle. But this Friday night, Valentine's Day, my wife and I will be doing our first acrylic pouring stream of 2020. It's been a couple months since I've done one, but we're going to do a full-on art stream at 8 o'clock Central Time Friday night. So if you guys want to tune in and watch my wife and I do some art, we'll be doing that. And that's on my channel, twitch.tv/AlecHunter1982.
Yeah, here we go. Let me go ahead and get that out there while Trevor's doing his awesome stuff.
So I don't really have a whole lot of awesome. I got a video coming out today. It's the full Supreme Kai video on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/who fucking knows, because I don't have a custom URL. So there's
I got
that.
it right there.
Oh yeah, there it is. So that's coming out today. I'm just editing and stuff. Should be done. Next video after that is going to be a full GT Super Team. Should be cool. Yeah. Also check out my merch. Got the link right here. Custom merch for ya boy. Help support the channel. Other than that, I'm a lazy bitch. So.
And then also, guys, since he's not... Oh, wait, I put a space in there. Son of a bitch! So he's not here. Sadly, he couldn't make it due to him being sick. But obviously, check out our boy, Anthony Jamo. Fantastic dude. I don't know personally his stream schedule because I keep on forgetting it. And, you know, I'm starting to turn into a grandpa myself.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern time. I can't remember. But it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah. Good guy. Go and support him, guys. Like, to be honest, he definitely deserves the love and support there. And, you know,
give him your energy.
Yeah, spam him on Twitter with get well soon messages, please, guys. His Twitter's right there. We'll definitely be spamming the fuck out of his Discord, that's for sure. And then for me, guys, I don't have anything too special going on. This Sunday, I will not be streaming due to the fact that I am hosting a party at my house. Alec, Trevor, you guys are invited. But I don't think you'll be able to get over here fast enough.
Yeah, I'll be there, dude.
I don't know, dude. Arizona? I could do Arizona.
Wait, you're in Arizona? Shit, that's only one state over.
Alright, well, come on over, man.
Dude, I'm in Nebraska, man. It's not that far.
Alright, we'll drive on down. Bring your wife and the acrylic paint, and then Trevor, you bring your Kid Boo ideas.
And the beer.
And the beer, yes, it is bring your own booze. All of you are invited somehow, some way. But, yeah, no, and then Monday I should be doing a Dokkan Battle stream. Definitely got to do some catching up. And then Tuesday, obviously, is my UEG game nights that I do. Shout out to UEG, United Extreme Gaming, for helping promote my streams. They are a fantastic group. If you guys are on Xbox, please feel free to message me. I will gladly get you into a wonderful, fantastic, family-friendly-esque gaming community. I only say that because we do put nuts in people's faces too. So, and yeah, if you guys haven't done it already, definitely check out the Global Gang Discord, where you can actually post up questions, and we will try and answer those either then or when we come back again. I think this next week is actually Trevor's turn to host. So.
So get ready for a motherfucking show, dude.
Oh man. So yeah, it's gonna be hosted on Trevor's channel next week, same time, at noon Eastern time. And then obviously too, where did I put? Oh, dude, I forgot to get the link. Alec, if you could you post up the link? There you go. Thank you. There's the link for the Global Gang podcast archives, where if you haven't watched the other episodes, I highly recommend you do. We have a whole bunch of information that we like to go over. Next week will be a continuation of stuff to come. If Cooler's banner does come out when we think it's going to, then we're definitely going to be going more in depth with the Cooler events, and obviously our part 2 of the mod community discussion. So, and then do you guys have anything else that you'd like to add?
I love you all. Bye.
I like nachos.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Global Gang Podcast, Episode 3. We hope to see you all next week. It's been a pleasure, dudes. Take care.
Reese's Pieces, guys.
Reese's Pieces.
See you next week.